So there is that. Alright. I've got my Barbarian, I got a Deer, and I got Zodi. I gotta remember what the hell I was doing. I know we just finished that one quest. I gotta go talk to that dude that girl beat up. Dig site. I gotta go to a dig site. Okay. That's Zodi's character quest, I guess. Yeah, okay. Deer is interested in reconnecting a woman he used to know who supposedly settled in Deadfire with the children of Dawnstars. Finds someone who might know Deer's friend. It is likely as someone is in the children of the Dawnstars knows her. Task, burning bridges. Return to Rinko with the coin purse. Okay, let's go do that. Yeah, it's very, very nice to be back with this. I haven't really touched any games in 2 weeks other than, what's the port? Where it goes home. Yeah, the only games I've managed to touch was a little bit of Skyrim, modded Skyrim, and some Fire Pro Wrestling World, and that was it. So it's the first time I've actually sat down and just chilled out for a while. I could talk to the woman that was with Zodi earlier about a Deer's quest. Okay. We'll do that. Hi, I have your money.
Most days I'd fire up the kettle for you or something. Sorry.
Here, Mokaha apologized and returned your money.
She what?
Always tried to mod Skyrim a few times and never managed much. Always had a tendency to break for some reason nobody can explain. Modding Skyrim is a humongous pain in the ass. What I would look into if I were you, there's this new thing called Wabbajack that if you look into it, that's how I modded it last time. It's real easy. It basically, you pick a mod list and it downloads and sets up everything for you. Like, I literally started with a fresh install and pretty much clicked a couple things, it downloaded everything, it set it up by itself, and in 2.5 hours I was playing modded Skyrim. It was so much better than what I was messing with before. So much better. I was trying to do a mod list by hand right before that because I got this new PC and I wanted to try it out, and it was taking me hours and hours. It would have taken me like probably a week to set it up. Wabbajack makes things so much easier. He eyes a coin purse in his hand and angles a one-eye glower up to you.
Let her apologize to my face, the shark spawn. Mela. What good is an apology? Does it fix my ear?
No, but plastic surgery does. Now you have money for that.
Enough then. I am forgiving. You have what I asked for. I promised you a share of the coin. We leave it at that.
You gain 1,000 copper. Always result in some sort of problem that nobody's heard about. Yeah. Modded Skyrim's like that. There's so many things that can break. Especially the more mods you have on. There's so many things that can break with it.
You have saved my family, Aimiko. I say it plain. Aggressima.
His head drops back onto his pillow and he raises an arm in a weak gesture of farewell. Oh, I leveled. Alright, let's get that out of here so I can see what this is. Active skills. Let's give you some more athletics, or make you very athletic this go around. And, maybe some more intimidate. Barbaric blow, already have. Weapon and shield, 2 weapon style, Thick Skin. Toughens barbarians naturally thick skin, raising your armor rating, allowing a more dominant combat presence. Knocked down with +1 enemies engaged. Accurate Carnage. Learns to line up their most savage blows, improving the accuracy of secondary effects from Carnage. That I'm interested in. Yeah, Carnage. Available weapon types. Weapon proficiency. This is new. Yeah, I agree with you. I like to just turn that game on sometimes and just wander around. And a lot of the quest story, like a lot of the quest mods they've got for it now, I have a lot of stuff on there that I've never checked out before. So I'm looking forward to that. Plus it's cool because you can add, like I've got different monster mods on there now. So everywhere I go that I played through when I was doing vanilla, everything's so different now. Weapon proficiency means basically nothing unless an enchantment or skill specifically mentions it. Okay. Let's give you, for the hell of it here, what's half sword? Is that like a short sword? Oh, sword or half sword, I see what it's saying. Okay, I'm looking. Let's give you, for the hell of it then, let's give you a flail then. Next. Alright, it's good for him. Entertainment. Ah, I gotcha. Let's give you athletics. Give you a point of bluff. Into the fray. Fighter lunges into the battle, pulling an enemy into immediate melee range, causing crush damage and leaving him dazed. Two-handed, two-weapon. Weapon and shield already have. Determination gains bonus defense against intellect, perception, and constitution afflictions. That could be useful. Confident aim, one-handed style. Good idea is have each of your party members be specialized inside a specific skill, with your watcher having a more versatile skill set. Okay. I'm gonna give you determination. And, sword, half sword. Should probably be using swords a good bit. Sodi. Well, then I'm going to have you stick with Alchemy and Arcana. And Religion for sure. Choose an ability. Resolute Inspiration does what? +5 Resolve gives concentration. Spiritual Weapon, Iconic Projection. Pillar of Faith is always an old favorite of mine, but it looks like you might already have that. She might already have that. Two-weapon style, one-handed style. Iconic Projection. Okay, that looks good. Really good. AoE effect damage orb, but also heals. Not super powerful, but really useful. Give you flail. You're a priest. Flails are good for priests usually. Alright. Ask my quick save button.
Right.
Kind of having to remember all this as I go. I had like one day with this game and that was it. YouTube is going to be updated tomorrow with Alpine Dragon. That was the only thing I managed to get ready for YouTube over the last 2 weeks. Had a little bit of time to sit down. Jerk killed me the first time. I ran into the same problem that I had with Console Hot where he killed everybody. And this time, instead of being left with the deer to tank him, I was left with Sagani. And it turns out Sagani is not as good of a tank as a deer. Second time I whooped his ass, though. Alright.
Shouty, blessed child, you returned to the flock. What news do you bring us from the High Priestess?
Don't get comfy, because I ain't here to stay. I'm finally doing Gon's will, thanks to the Watcher.
So I now see.
Frowning, the priestess takes her time lighting one golden candle and then another.
Do you seek a blessing from the light?
We're looking for someone who came out this way years back.
If it's a fellow missionary you seek, then you might talk with Nordegand at the temple in Nekataka. She's been around a while. Knows more of us than most anyone else.
Nekataka, okay. So tasks are all done. Red Skulls is bad, if I remember correctly. So I guess we need to move on with the main quest. Giant moving eastward towards a dig site spearheaded by the alien trading company's animasters. Second female romance option, so you will encounter way later. Yeah, I'll have to see. It's way early. Yet, I've only got one other character at the moment besides a deer. I know all about a deer. Leave town. Take you an hour 47 minutes to exit the city. Two skulls, 2 levels, 3 skulls, 3 levels, red skulls, 4 levels. Okay. I'll probably do what I generally do and just work on the easiest ones first and then make my way up to whatever the harder ones are after that. Keeps things a little balanced. Alright, they said east. Which should be this way. Oh, there's a dig site. That's what I'm looking for. I don't think I have anything going on in those woods yet. There's something to the west. This is so cool being able to walk on a world map. Burial site? Wana tribes traditionally heap their dead onto pyres or give their bodies to the deep sea, but mounds like these suggest that rangas of honor, wealth, and distinction were buried nearby. You come upon an ancient site once used for sky burials. On a large stone slab is a scattering of old kith bones and a collection of urns of various sizes. Let's search it. Take some time to search the burial site. 3 hours pass. And find a yellowed scroll. You've gained an item. 2 times scroll of withdrawal. The item was put into your stash. Continue poking around for 4 hours. Find nothing of value. Okay. So I guess that was it. That's an old thing. There are a lot of areas on the map you technically won't have anything to do with, but you should do anyway for loot and such. Fun fact, in this game there are bounties like the first game, however the bounties in this game don't spawn when you pick up the bounty, rather the targets are always there, so you could in theory go and kill all the bounties on the map and then go and turn them in. Need to keep searching over and over until it just... Ah, okay. So search it some more then. Find a weapon. I've gained a club. Rummage through the whole burial site, there is nothing left but the dead. Ah, okay. So that's how that works then. I like the bounty thing then, because that means less traveling back and forth. Now, like an area like these woods, is that just like an area you would actually go in and explore and there might be like quests and stuff in there? Just a minor encounter. Did you know that Spire Sponge is used for stuffing for mattresses that you can solve however you want? Let's check it out. Huh. I'll have to read through some of this stuff then. Some of these descriptions. Thick woodlands spread to the east of Port Magi, slowing your travel. Birds flitter above you and insects drone incessantly. The path eventually gives way to a game trail, then to no path at all. Find a curiously marked tree, the bark gouged away in a pattern. The striations seem to run upward from right to left, just shy of vertical. Examine them. Choose a party member. The depth and width of the gashes suggest the tusks of a boar, and the curled tufts of brown fur you find wedged into the scored wood confirm the supposition. Okay. You notice a sigil carved lightly into the wood, so faint as to be almost imperceptible. Identify it. Let's see if Liquid could do it. Ooh, I'm getting lucky here. Seems to be of the style of the local Huana culture, but beyond that it looks like 3 overlapping circles. Quiet rustling in the underbush draws your attention northward, deeper into the forest. Hello. Sound approaches and a tall Amawa appears through the vegetation. Matted red fur frames his head, while boar hides drape his form. Stranger still, several wild boar attend him, their hackles up as they snort at you. A deer perks up at the sight of the boars, alternately imitating their grunts and chuckling. Only at length, in what appears to be a heel-dragging afterthought, does his attention at last turn to the strange man in their midst. Dirt darkens the folds of the man's skin. His lips curl over jagged teeth. He waves his stick at you.
No, never talk. Just go. Leave this forest. Go leave these islands. Go return from where you've been.
His Adiran is halting, language thick in his mouth. In fact, if you were an island Huana from the Deadfire archipelago, this guy react completely different to you. While not nice, he is way less suspicious and angry with you. So many ways to play this. I like that. Bluffing him seems like that might be odd. I mean you no harm. Can we just talk?
Said as if a word never hurts a person.
Well, oftentimes it doesn't.
You go. Speak quickly then. Your words disturb this place.
What are you doing out here with all these boars?
Learning. The boar teach much about survival if one listens, if one watches. So sing. So say those who know.
Those who know, who would that be?
This question helps neither of us, I say.
Well, it sounds like you're speaking of Galawain.
Always you foreign sorts speak of your changing god. I say you know nothing of change, and less of the hunt.
Is there anything you can do to help me on my journey? I know you're not gonna want to, but...
Then you think the Juan are here to serve you? Akara, they are not. I say always those who come to these islands, they want to take. Only ever to take.
So about those boars of yours.
What of them then?
Could I get some pork, please? Why do these boars matter so much to you?
Then I need a reason. I say I do not. That is plenty reason.
Look, I just want to pass through this forest.
No, your sort always want. This forest is not yours. This land is not yours. Go, leave.
I'm hunting a god. If I fail, your islands will not be spared his wrath. The man frowns and pulls a leather-wrapped pouch from within his belongings. Hand shaking, he hands it to you. Gain an item. Wise teeth necklace. The item was put into your stash.
Then go, take this. They protect you if you speak true. They tear out your throat if no.
Huh, look at that. One conversation and the guy's giving me a necklace. Which I have to figure out where it's at. It's in a stash, probably. Ah, here we go. Wise teeth necklace. Old wisdom. +1 intellect, +1 history, +1 insight. This necklace is crafted from the teeth of an Amawa sage. Some of the more superstitious Huana tribes believe that a person's learned wisdom is held not in the mind or heart, but their teeth. This small fetish may hold some understanding. Wisdom in the teeth. Huh. Darkest before dawn. We're gonna give you that. Oops. There. Adir, what do you have? +1 bluff, +1 diplomacy. I'm gonna give you this instead of that. Soda, you can have that.
Adair, look what the Watcher's given me. It's pretty as a picture, ain't it?
That's cool. They actually react to stuff like that.
Sure.
Alright, you have a good one there, buddy. Anything else neat around here? Ethesian neck piece is apparently really useful for a specific build. Extremely rare if there's anything else in these mini encounters. Okay. This might be another place to search. It's not always easy to judge who fought or why, but what belongings the dead leave behind is a legacy that anyone can claim. Sight of a recent battle spreads before you. The bodies of the routed force still lie where they fell, though most have been picked clean by scavenging beasts. Search location. Small trinket in one of the body's packs. Ring of unshackling. Motley assortment of coins. Gained an item. 36. Azata Nui shells. Azata Nui shells come from snails up to 3 times the size of common Azata. Relatively rarity, Azata Nui commands a higher price in trade. Find a cache of undetonated explosives near a derelict supply cart. 3 cinder bombs. Bundle of unused scrolls bearing arcane runes and incantations. Gained a scrolled insect swarm. Bundle of unused scrolls. Scroll of fan of flames. You wander the length of the battlefield. There's nothing left of value. What's that ring of unshackling at? Suppress affliction. Once per rest, hostile effects suspended for 10 seconds. Okay, we'll give that to Zodi. $36 times 5, that's her value. Okay. Where's a boat floating around? I think I found where the giant went. It's a lot of footprints. The trail before you seems thoroughly disturbed by erratic tracks. The sparse plants to the immediate sides of the path roughly mangled. A struggle may have occurred here. Search. Oh wait, 1617. A dry and ropey vine has been pulled taut across the path and inexpertly covered in dirt. Beyond, a group of robed figures cringe and cower at a nearby river's bend. Each is frozen in place, ashen and gray like statues crafted of soot. Disarm a trap. 1, I'm sure this is going to end well. I knew it. Though the trap seems simple, your hand slips as you attempt to disarm it. With a sharp crack, a puff of green gas bursts into the air several feet ahead of you. It begins to harmlessly disperse. Patter of footfalls to either side demand your attention as Zarups appear, their simple spears held at the ready. The foremost reptilian wilder, a dull-scaled creature with yellowed eyes, howls angrily at you, gesturing at the trap. The others hiss, revealing jagged, mismatched teeth. The Zarups charge. This is why I should make a Dear My Mechanics guy. May have to do that. My first encounter with Zarups. I've killed many of you in the past, just letting you know offhand here. Stone Tooth, oh, you're a special one. Okay, this is gonna be fun. Alright. We're gonna do this a little differently. Everybody go over here and get this one. Because last time I tried this whole fighting thing, I was having a hell of a time. What do you have here? Blessed Harvest, Holy Power. Let's try Holy Power. Okay, killed that one. That's good.
Let's go. No one noticed that, right?
I did. Okay, good. Okay, much easier than that fight in the street that we had. Pyrite. Pyrite's lustrous appearance is given it the moniker Gilded Folly, though it shares none of gold's malleability or value as sparks when struck against steel, however, making it invaluable as an ignition source. Money.
Yeah.
Stash stuff.
What can I do you for?
Save it.
I hear you.
Golden Suo. Copper Pyre.
I've got it.
Let's take a quick look, see over here. Can't go anywhere anyway. Alright, let's get out of here.
You must
Sound like it was just about to tell me I must gather my party for venturing forth.
gather your party before venturing forth.
I've already gathered my party before venturing forth, damn it. Oh, what's this? It's shiny, whatever it is. Fresh fruit. Alright. Let's see what this is all about. Fine Odorisi. A lot of ashen statues. These are familiar.
On it.
Watch your weight.
Zodi bends double, hands resting briefly on her knees before she wipes sweat from her brow. Huffing to catch her breath, she glances up to you with a bright smile.
If you'll spare me a minute, I'd like to perform a last rite for these poorly departed souls.
She reaches for the lantern on her hip.
Please, Watcher. Without my guidance, they might have a hard time finding the light.
I'll allow it. I got no problem with that.
Mighty kind of you.
She grins happily. With two intent strides forward, she unsheaths her sickle and lantern, fluidly swinging each in a series of well-practiced movements. Chanting, whirling weapons slicing the air, Zodi's voice lifts and falls in an invocation, a summons to any departed lingering in the area.
This here's a final call for all souls. Last stop for the lost. Gather round now, I'll cut you loose and haul you into the light.
They're going to the other side, not on a damn train. Jeez. Swinging the lantern faster and faster, Zodi plants her thighs wide and then thrusts her arms up high over her head. Lantern rattles in her grip, and light from within flares blindingly bright. In the silence of your held breath, it almost seems like a soul should sift up from within one of the corpses, quivering in the air before siphoning into the lantern's fading brilliance. But the ashen bodies are bereft of souls, and so in the end, Zodi's light fades without acquiring anything. No good.
Well, I had to try.
Her triumphant smile ebbs from her face, leaving her expression as drab as the mud smudged on her cheek.
It's my honor duty to reap and shepherd departed souls during their journey to being reborn. With Aethys dead, me and the other reapers gotta gather as many souls as we can. We'll keep him safe until Gon returns to hell and can take him into his divine embrace.
Well, you're in the right party because a lot of people seem to die around us, so you're gonna have a lot of souls to take in there. What do you mean?
I'm keeping lost souls. And here.
She taps the metal frame of the lantern.
And that's all I care to say for now. Let's go.
She nods before setting off.
Mm-hmm.
Will do.
Happy to oblige. Uh-huh.
Right. There's another Oh, wait. Is this golden celery? Ratty root.
I've got it.
Oop. Hey, everybody. Where y'all going? There we go. Just walk around, take all these plants before we do anything else. Oh, that's a big statue. Rahi pods.
On it.
Can't go that way. That's the exit. nothing over here. Alright. Let's go down. Crate salute and everybody's ash, so I'll take this if you don't mind. Hardtack. Young boar. Looks like I'm probably gonna have to go down those steps after him. Okay, you guys don't have an owner, so bacon. Oh, there's a lot of you worms. Reap an enemy in the name of God. If an enemy is bloodied or near death, he will receive significantly more damage from Blessed Harvest. Interrupt. Okay. Oh, crap, liquid. I gotta get used to being careful with you guys. I'm used to high level. There we go. Sodi, what are you doing? Okay, you're actually using iconic projection. Go for it. At least I thought you were, now you're not.
I reap what I sow.
As you should. Ouch. That's gonna leave a mark. Worms are really bad when it comes to their damage output.
I hear you.
It's weird now because everything I approach is like a danger because I don't know what to expect. I'm back to feeling very vulnerable about everything now. Scroll minor healing, you can have that money, and weathered journal page. Whatever Odorisi did to that last batch is working. We're seeing much higher concentrations of essence in the harvested Adra. I only wish he'd let the rest of us in on his methods. One of our Huana workers got the jolt of his life transporting one of the crates, and that's on top of the one that got blinded last week. All Odorisi has to say for himself is that they were careless. I'm the one paying these islanders' families out of my own pocket. At this rate, I'm going to be the one idiot who comes out of the whole enterprise with less money than I started.
Happy to oblige.
What's up here
Sure
before I go
thing.
down those steps? Ancient Training Hall. Okay, so it looks like there's a lot of different ways to go here. That's just the ladder over there. Might as well check out this pool, I guess, while we're here. Hello? Oh, what are you guys? Brine Imps. You're new. Okay, there's only 3 enemies, looks like. That's good. So, do you got anything cool you can do? This, like, per encounter or anything like that? Holy Radiance. What does this do in this game? Burn damage. So that's everything now. That's not just vessels. Oh no, wait, it is. Burn damage and applying shaken to any vessels. Wait, let me see. Yeah, still just vessels like the other game.
Sorry, friend. I can't.
Ouch. I love the crits in this game. They're brutal looking. Did you just teleport? Yeah, you did. Didn't do much for you, but
All right.
nice party trick, I guess. Leather wing, horn. Leather wing. Luminous Ager Dust. And nothing else here from looks of it. What's that little ping? Was that part of the music? Must have been. I don't see anything. Alright, let's go in here. After I turn this guy to dust. Ancient Training Hall. Thought like I won a prize or something for a second. What are you? Skeletal Warrior. Aware concentration. Trap. Let's go this way.
Something?
Take him down.
Can't make a dent.
Well, you better make one anyway. I don't care that you can't make a dent. Oh, wait. You guys are vessels. Should be vessels anyway. Assuming you're vessels. Soda, you're in a bad place, buddy.
All things must come to an end.
Well, you better hurry up and heal. There you go. Alright, what kind of tricks do you have up your sleeve here? Faux AoE, let's try this out.
No good.
Lavru, be on seek.
Oh crap, did she use that on herself? I guess that did hurt her. That was stupid of
Even
me.
me.
That was dumb. No, don't want to use Suppress Affliction. I think that's the only option you have here, and that's not really going to do anything for you. Try to heal yourself. I know you're not going to get a chance to do it.
Take him down.
Bones.
Eh.
Jody's done for.
I don't need tutorials. I got this. Maybe. Or if we can kill this one. Alright, one down. I am so screwed here.
Bad.
We're losing folks.
Good idea to give Zoe like a crossbow, allowing her to take long range support role. Yeah, dear, I don't see you beating these two by yourself. I think we're starting this fight over. That does nothing for combat.
Better than that.
What do you need?
Need you to kill these guys, but I don't think you're gonna be able to do it.
Help here.
Yeah, we're just gonna reload. There's no way you're killing them by yourself. Load game. Yeah, combat's gonna take a little bit of work on this. Okay, Zodi, do I actually have any missile weapons for you floating around? You actually have a crossbow. Let's equip you with that. Okay. This time I'm not going to drop Pillar of Faith on top of yourself. That was dumb. That was really stupid. Withdrawal, we're not going to use Faith. What does Faith do? Oh, that's your levels you get. Blessed Harvest. I tried that earlier. Okay, we're definitely going to use Holy Power this time.
Right.
All right. Ready to brawl?
You see that?
Alright, come down this way. Let's see if I can lure you out. You back up. Deer, get in there. Liquid, get in there. Actually, wait. You... Holy Power, but I need to move you up.
That's not supposed to.
Move. Exceed. Oh,
Okay, back up. Heal yourself real quick, just in case. You should move up right about there. Now heal yourself.
move. Exceed.
Okay, back up. Attack this dork.
Can't make a dent.
Leading.
Exceed.
Kind of abilities do you have? Plus 20 damage, plus 50 area of effect or carnage, 30% of hits converted to crits. That looks fun. Let's do it.
Yeah. Let's go.
This thing isn't doing the job.
Yeah, I've noticed. Okay, well, he's immune to a crossbow, so that's not doing anything for me right now there. His immunity to pierce. So, yeah, I was probably stupid, but I'm desperate here. This might be something we come back for. Gaun's Pledge, I can
That was
heal
about
you,
as
I
useful as
think.
a bump on a pickle.
Hurry up, hurry up. There you go.
That miss. I'll land the next.
Liquid's getting this shit kicked out of him. Like, this is just one of these guys. There's two more left after I kill one of them.
Let's go.
Heal Liquid quickly. There we go. Actually, yeah, I forgot this was the thing.
And no good.
Liquid, you're gonna die.
Exceed.
You're losing folks.
Did I get one of these guys dead yet? I think I did. I think I'm screwed now, though.
can't make a dent.
Looking at
Sody, what else you got? Anything? Anything at all? Holy Radiance. I still have to do that. Okay. One's bloodied. I might pull this out, maybe. Alright. One left. Come on. Dear, you got any tricks up your sleeve yet? You do not, I don't think. What's this? That's your weapon stuff. Second wind. Alright.
Stay behind me.
Whew. That was rough. Hey, Mr. Desert, how's it going? That was very, very rough. Breastplates, I think I already have that kind of stuff. You got your Saints War Armor, that's what? Base Armor rating 7. Base Armor rating 7. I think I had breastplates before and I decided to keep his regular gear on. You've got a breastplate already. Alright.
Not bad.
Hopefully I have the most damaging thing in here at the moment.
On it.
Alright, let's avoid the trap for now. Statue bears elaborate detail from the buckles of the warrior's greaves to his curly locks. Yep, another trap. Careful, careful, careful. Probably can't disarm it. Training dummy's blade is heavily notched from repeated strikes on hapless trainees.
Got it.
You keep saying you got it, and yet you don't. That's gotta be trapped. Or not. Mace, large shield, gauntlets of accuracy. Accuracy +3. Take all that. What do we got here? Medium shield. Large shield. You're gonna hold on to a large shield, but I don't want to drop your accuracy too much right now. Actually, wait a minute. Give you the gauntlets of accuracy. Give you that shield. Mace. We're going to give you the mace as a secondary weapon. Give you the heater shield with that. And that way he's got a bludgeoning weapon. Sometimes the characters in combat is that they will refuse to use items, not because the character is meant to, but because the character will do the animation for the item. However, at the exact end, just before the animation finishes, they will begin auto-attacking an opponent, canceling the animation for the item without using the item, mostly due to the AI for some reason, prioritizing the combat over finishing the animation. I wonder if that's got something to do with engagement or something, like they're getting engaged by somebody else or something. Okay, easy breezy here because I don't know if there's going to be more of those things coming.
You see that?
Another trap I can't disarm, probably. Nope. It can stand alone for some distance from the fight and still do it. That does seem like a big bug. Training dummy has long since been frozen into immobility by age. Oh, God. Stop, stop, stop. Stop, stop, stop.
I'm fine.
You look great, yeah, after that massive
What can I do
explosion
you
you just
for?
walked through.
Happy to oblige.
Don't
Happy to
step
oblige.
on the trap. There we go.
Yeah?
Alright, all in all, that room went really well. You can see traps in the overworld without the highlight. Do try and rest, you have no reason not to. Good idea. Crafting. Wait, what's all this? Resting. Drag food here to remove injuries and receive bonuses. Oh, apparently I have a gaping wound and a serious burn. And a deer has a serious burn. Crafting tab is to make sure that you can cook before resting. So I can give him an egg. -1 dexterity now. Now. I can give him some fire kelp. Save aged shark meat. Free kelp. Fire kelp, okay. Save that then. And spices, because combined can make shark soup, which is ridiculously OP, which should be saved. Okay. Well, I'm gonna give you some fresh fruit then, Liquid, because you are needing healed quite a bit. So this is different from the other game then, where, like, can you use this stuff before fights still, or is it just something you use during rest? Or is this just something new where it's like, here, you can eat some food before you rest or whatever? And then this is something different. Okay, I see what's going on. Oh, so I can... Okay. Potions, I can make all my crafting stuff here. I see. Food is only used for resting and for provisions on the ship. Okay. So it's different this game. And everybody's got their stuff healed up. That's good.
What can I do you for?
Much to learn. Go into the crafting and click on Food Incredible. Shark soup should be on the menu. Can I see it from here? Yeah, I can. Shark soup. +2 might, +1 all power levels. Immunity to constitution afflictions. Immune to dexterity afflictions. Immune to might afflictions. That does look good. Shark meat, spices, and fire kelp. Alright, I'm gonna have to hold on to all that stuff then.
Happy to oblige.
Oh, good old grappling hooks. Whoever was in here left in the middle of drinking their tea.
Yeah? Sure thing.
And they were probably really annoyed about it. You do not interrupt somebody at tea time. Okay, so that basically just took me around. Is there anything actually up here? Captain's Banquet is also really good, but I have honestly never gone for it. Just heard about it a second. Alright, I'm back. What I love about Ruger, giving him a pill is like the easiest thing in the world because he just assumes it's more food because he's a glutton. So he just scarfs it right up. I give it to him with some peanut butter, but I could literally just hand him a pill and he'd be like, oh, nom nom nom. Whoa, diseased cat, or deserted cat. Whew, I thought that said diseased cat. Oh, is this another pet? What's your deal, Mr. Cat? Gosha. +1 perception, pet party-wide effect. While Gosha is following you around, you receive a bonus of perception, and enemy weapon attacks are less likely to crit against your party. What are you offering me again, Spirit Pig? +1 constitution, and your party is more effective with healing spells and potions. And constitution is probably better at the moment, but I like not being critted as much. I'm gonna leave Cosmo for the moment. Alright, nothing else up here. Let's go down. Warning, extreme danger inside. By order of Odorisi, the training hall is off limits to exploration. Yes, there was in fact extreme danger in there. That was an accurate warning. Rune powder. While alchemists utilize knowledge of the mundane world to manufacture gunpowder, ambitious practitioners of magic have created an alternative. Rune powder, crafted through a process similar to the techniques used to make grimoires, burns hotter and faster than black powder, and is easier to ignite, making it more reliable, especially in inclement weather. For these reasons, it is exceedingly valuable both to soldiers and sailors who must, excuse me, often fire their weapons in the wet and the cold. Scrawled note. Ferris, take this coin out to the Huanan village and see if you can round up anyone willing to do a week's digging for pay. Try to locate types first. The Ruparu. They're used to hard work and they don't ask for more than their share.
Will do.
Let's see what's in this ring before I go in that. Actually, you know what? No, let's just go in this room. Something in here is going to kick my ass, probably, but let's see. Maybe I'll get a surprise. Maybe it'll be like a bat or something. Ooh, there's a lot of stuff in here. Hi, if there's anybody here, please don't hurt me.
Enemies.
A cave beetle. Okay, a beetle shouldn't be that bad. You've got friends, but... Alright. You go up. Sodi, stay back. Let's see if you can actually hit these guys with an arrow. Let's get that one. Okay, these look much easier. Much better, much better, much better.
What can I do you for?
I applaud all of you.
I hear you.
I'll get it.
Lock difficulty. Yeah.
Got it.
Potion of minor healing. 1 to a deer. You guys have these on your quick slots, right? Apparently I'm going to need a lot of healing options here. Aquamarine. Spire Sponge. Oh, here you go. 10 win. While a sponge grows along the rocks of saltwater shallows, named for its distinct tower-like shape, the spire sponge is gathered and used for everything from personal hygiene to bed stuffing. Maybe we could stuff some of that in your pillow, Jaws. You know, the one you ripped apart the other day? He's such a baby. The small Adra disc was apparently to be worn as a medallion. One side of the disc depicts a figure with its arms raised triumphantly above its head, a blade in one hand, a shield in the other. The other side of the disc has been worn smooth with time and is unreadable. It's a quest item. Note the foreman. One of the workers dug up this old Adra medallion in the sublevel yesterday. I doubt Odorisi would be interested in it, and besides, it looks like it's worth something. Might be nice to surprise the crew with a bonus. Passive-aggressive complaint. Yeah. Like, we came home and we saw something on the floor and we're like, what the hell is that? And my girlfriend got down, looked in his crate, and saw all the stuffing in there. And he never does that either. He must have just been really upset because we suddenly had to leave. Like, not long after she got home. Probably thought we were all going for a walk or something. No. Instead, it was a pain in the ass trip to the vet. The vet is very, very busy around that time, and Ruger does not like sitting in a car for too long.
On it.
Silverfin. And what's really cool about all that is Ruger now has to go to the vet every week for a little while until we figure out how much of this pill he is taking that he's actually going to need long term. Excuse me. Price. Let's see what's down here while I'm here. Nothing. There's a worm down there. Let's actually just go around and go down and take out this center area real quick. There's worms down there. I know I can kill them.
Ready to...
Okay. Deer, you lead off. Ooh, what's... Oh, you guys are breathing fire at me. Okay. What is that? Young panther. Ooh, a deer. Watch yourself. Watch yourself.
Hey. We had some good time.
Hey, you're not dead yet. Don't die.
Let's go.
There we go. Let's go after this one with you.
Take him down.
Alright, 2 fights in a row where I didn't die. I'm getting somewhere.
Decency to die? What can I do you for, alright?
Water. Vegetables, always good for you. Fruit, rice. Claw. Claw. Some money. Let's angrily destroy these barrels. Oh god, wait. Gunpowder. Okay. I thought that was gonna, like, blow up on me or something. That would have sucked. Koiki fruit. Minus 15 recovery time. Then it's corpse fruit. To most foreigners, this fleshy melon is a common staple among the Huanana. I cannot say that word without messing it up. Nutritious but stinky. It can be eaten fresh or dried. Gunpowder is only really dangerous if you have fire. Gonna have to remember that when I start launching fireballs at everything. As I typically do in these kind of games. Arena sub-level.
Will do.
Generator occasionally vibrates wildly, and you can faintly hear the sound of metal grinding on metal from somewhere inside the machinery. It's like the torch right next to the gunfire barrel. You know what? Yeah. No wonder everybody's here. Everybody here is dead. Several men and women appear to be locked inside a cage of some kind. They're little more than silhouettes behind a glass, pointing and gesturing excitedly.
You out there, are the beasts gone?
One woman comes up to the door, hands pressed against the glass. I'll be right back because I haven't checked out the rest of this place yet. Let's see what's in the arena sub-level. Because technically I haven't taken care of everything yet. There could still be monsters in here. Wait. Do check on them. Okay. Hold that thought, arena sub-level.
Is it safe to come out yet?
Examine the door. You see no means of opening the door from outside. It appears the cage is locked from within. I took care of the creatures. Woman turns away to have a muffled exchange with the others. Then she pulls the something by the door and you hear a rattling clank.
Perfetto! We are saved!
A youngish man with bright eyes and a twitching smile claps his hands in joy as he steps out of the cage. The woman next to him, however, remains sober.
Me and the Watcher? We're always happy to help.
She beams at you, eyes filled with pride.
Governor Clario must have sent you to rescue us, no? But you do not look like one of his guards.
She rises onto the balls of her feet and peers behind you as if searching for someone else. She looks to be only midway into her 30s, so the serious set of her mouth makes her seem older. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on here because I've been completely inactive for 2 weeks and I don't barely remember what the heck's going on other than I'm chasing a giant statue. An older woman hawks an impressive glob of phlegm onto the ground and clicks a clump of dirt over it. It's nice of her to cover it.
I told you the governor does not care about us. This is all about profit. For him, the rest of the Valiant.
Caloste!
She silences the others with a sharp look. She turns back to you with a resigned breath.
You are here, and that is what matters.
What are you all doing?
Hiding, of course.
Corners of his mouth spasm. Cranky old woman next to him sighs and lays a comforting hand on his arm.
We were taking measurements of the luminous Adra when something strange began happening.
Fascinating. The pillar started to dim. The ground shook, and our instruments showed unusual variations.
You're not sure, but I think Vanessa is the wife of the guy that got beat up. You may want to get that guy to lift some weights or something,
That's
lady.
when
If that's your
those of us
man.
with a grain of sense got into the cage.
She glares up at the excitable young man, but he doesn't seem to notice. What happened then?
The Colossus. Some kind of construct made from luminous Adra. It passed through the arena toward the pillar.
Vanessa closes her eyes.
Moments later, the pillar went dark, and all of our colleagues outside the cage froze. Like they turned to ash.
She goes quiet, her hands clasped in front of her. The young man leans forward, his eyes wide with a perverse kind of excitement.
That is when the panthers and worms showed up. Started going through the tents. It was awful, but Engfirth.
Vanessa shoots him a furious look and he falls silent again. A confused and slightly injured expression crinkles his face.
Some of our people are still missing in the ruins, including Oderisi, our lead researcher. It is possible he managed to hide.
Her furrowed brow, however, suggests otherwise. I'll help him however I can.
Most of the ruins are that way, through the door next to the ramp.
She points to a dark entrance in the eastern wall of the arena.
If you're going below, you should take Engfirth with you.
She turns and motions to someone in the front of the group.
Hey, he looks just like...
Nadir cuts himself off for reasons not yet apparent. His jaw hangs slack. A sharp-featured elf comes to the fore. As he meets your eyes, he gives you a knowing nod. He's earned a few new scars, but you recognize Aloth, Korfeister all the same. He taps a finger to his lips, a sly smile working its way across them. Oh my god, finally a fourth party member.
Engfirth knows a great many spells. At first, he even cast fire to chase away the panthers.
Hopefully he ain't casted at any flaming barrels. Gunpowder barrels, rather.
Until the flames nearly caught one of the tents.
Say nothing.
We then decided it would be better to preserve our remaining supplies, in case we ever got out.
And when the supplies ran out?
She scratches the bridge of her nose, looking concerned. The others look away and avoid further speculation.
I do not expect the ruins will be any safer. Many of our people remained behind, which has surely attracted more wildlife. It would be prudent to take help, as long as Engfirth is willing to go.
She looks quickly to Aloth. He nods. Engfirth.
I would be happy to assist.
He holds your gaze with wide, expectant eyes. Like how I could just completely drop the game right now on him. I'll gladly accept his help. He gives you a quick smile. Continue.
Be careful. I'm Miko.
Oh wait, did I miss it? Ah, shoot. She gives Aloth's hand a quick squeeze before backing away.
I shall try.
Aloth nods to her before leading you a short distance away. Ah, I missed it.
Thank you for your discretion. I'm certain you have many questions, but I fear they must wait until we're off this island.
He casts a regretful glance back at Benessa and the Animancers. Did I save it right before I open that door? I think I did. Very well, we'll talk later. We'll figure this out in a second. I know I saved it before I opened that, Actually, I saved it when I came out of that room. It auto-saved.
Is it safe to come out yet?
Took care of creatures and dialogue. Come on out.
Perfetto.
Me and the
Governor Clario must have said
Trying to find out what's going on.
Carlos, that you are here. And that is what matters.
Where's Odorissi?
He is still in the ruins, we think.
I'll help him
Most
however
of
I
the
can.
ruins are if you are going
Hey, he looks...
Engfirth
until the flames nearly caught one of the
Say nothing.
and when the supply.
I do not expect it would be prudent.
I would be happy to assist.
What else can you tell me about Engfirth?
I don't think that's really...
He has only been with us a few weeks. He is inexperienced, but he came with a glowing recommendation from an academy in Salona.
That is surely a generous overstatement.
Aloth chuckles uncomfortably and gives you a meaningful look. A glowing recommendation, you say?
Surely we don't have time for...
A pupil of unnatural talent is the phrase I recall. It seems he was loved and regarded by almost all his instructors, though misunderstood, I gathered, by his fellow students.
I cannot imagine why.
The old Animaster rolls her eyes. Ooh.
Really, this helpful stranger surely has more important things to worry about.
Tips of Aloth's ears are bright red. He glares at you. Impressive, especially since he doesn't sound alien.
That's quite a...
Students come from all over the world to study animancy in the republics, especially since it is still forbidden in places like Adir.
But Engfirth's story is especially sad. He was only a boy when both his parents died in a fire.
He came to the Deerwood and lived at the manor of a wealthy older uncle until he also died.
From the white that wins. Oh, he's talking about me?
In a fire.
If that's all, then perhaps we should be off.
He raises an eyebrow and stares at you pointedly. I'll gladly accept his help. Gives you a quick smile.
Be careful. I'm Miko.
He wrote himself that's funny. To be fair, if you're going to be in a position like that, you know you're going to talk yourself up. She gives Aloth's hand a quick squeeze before backing away.
I shall try.
Aloth nods at her before leading you a short distance away.
Thank you for your discretion. I'm certain you have many questions, but I fear they must wait until we're off this island.
You should have told her you killed Theos or something by yourself. He casts a regretful glance back at Vanessa and the Animasters. At least tell me what you're doing here.
That's a rather long story. The short version, for now, is that I'm gathering information on local animancy operations.
He looks you up and down.
But I could ask you the same.
Following the Ager Colossus.
Well, there's never a dull moment with you.
He raises an eyebrow. I like to keep it interesting.
We can speak more freely once we're away from Port Mage. For now, let us find Odorisi.
Choose a single or multi-class. I've heard really good things about Battle Mage Aloth. But I may keep him as a wizard just because I'm new at this. Let me hold up. Your ability tree doesn't really change if I change that. Alright. I'm gonna try you as a wizard, I think. Take him as a wizard. Alright, we're gonna go with that. Let's see. You are explosives and arcana. Let's up our explosives knowledge a bit. Diplomacy, history, insight, metaphysics. Let's give you a point in metaphysics. Next. Choose an ability. Gain an additional weapon set. I'm not worried about that. Okay, Spirit Shield. Fan of Flames. Eldritch Aim grants the caster otherworldly sight, resulting in awareness. Armor rating and concentration. Fleet Feet. Ghost Blades. I remember digging that in the first game. Console's Parasitic Staff. Kalikos Sunless Grasp. Freeze damage and melee. Jolting Touch. Slicken. I think I liked Slicken in the first game. Chill Fog. Chill Fog was good too. Wizard's Double. Minor Missiles. Thrust of Tattered Veils. One of the final spells he learns are super strong. History is really good. Go with history then. I'm pretty much following your guidance on this one, Tenwin. Like, completely until I figure out the basics of all this. Thrust of Tattered Veils. Attack cannot miss and will reliably interrupt. I think what I'm going to give him is Chill Fog. It's got good range, area of effect, blind it, does a little bit of damage, frost. Yeah, let's go with Chill Fog for now. Oh, you've got another level. Alright. I'll give you another history. I'll give you some more explosives expertise. Level 2. 2 weapon style, weapon and shield, 2-handed style, 1-handed style. Curse of Blackened Sight. Miasma of Dull-Mindedness. Mirror Image. Bewildering Spectacle. Fetid Caress. Target AoE. Grimoire Slam. Combusting Wounds. Corrosive Siphon. Necrotic Lance I used to like. Merciless Gaze. Arcane Veil. Plus 50 deflection against non-veil piercing attacks. Ray of Fire. Rolling Flame. Bulwark against the elements. Infuse Vital Essence. Necrotic Lance. I want you to be able to cast spells and wreck shit. And... my only problem with Fetid Caress is it makes area of effect sicken, so it can sicken things that are actually attacking the enemy. Minus 10 perception. That's just on the caster. Ah, hell. I'll go with Fetid Caress. Can make it work somehow. Let's give you some more history. More explosives. Choose one ability. Foe AoE blinded. Oh, that's a good one. I don't know how I missed that before. Weapon proficiency. Rapier. You have a scepter. Let's try... wait, was rod something I gave you before? No. Wand. You're always fun with wands in the first game. Save it. Alright. I'm gonna mess around my order here a bit. Adir, you're going up front.
Hope you're not expecting much.
Sodi, you're gonna handle the back. Aloth, you're going in the middle. Save it. Alright. Before I go into that arena, I want to check out these areas up here I didn't go to yet. This footprint, I haven't been up there. I was down there, I looted that. Let's go up here.
On it.
Can't go anywhere up there. Alright, so back down in here.
Yeah? Hey, look who it is.
Have anything to say with you? I might as well get my talking with Aloth here.
Let us speak again once we've left Port Marge.
Oh, that's right. You don't want to talk to me right now. That's fine. Let all champions pay homage to Exandros, for without him there would be no glory. Copper Bowl is tarnished to a dull green, blue-green. Grime and dust coat the surface in a thin film. Examine the bowl. Bottom of the bowl is a shallow circular depression. You recognize the offering bowl, an artifact found in many Ingwithan ruins. It would have been intended for use only by Ingwithans who held high rank, or who had made some great achievement. In an arena such as this, a champion might fill that role. Let's put the medallion into the depression. That seems important. So instead we'll go south first. That is a history test finished. Oh wait, okay, this is just a room I can go in here.
Will do.
Here rests Exandros, most virtuous architect. Agerban. Amulet of health plus plus 15 max health. I'm gonna take that because I need all the health I can get. +1 intellect, +1 history. Okay. Aloth, we're making a switch here. You get this. Liquid, you can have that for a moment.
I shall put it to good use.
Yeah, sure.
Poor fools. They were unprepared for this.
Way to go down there. Let's look in here. It looks like it's just a small room. Vessel bone. Binding copper, solution, and hardtack. Gunpowder. And a pry bar. Good old pry bars. We're quite familiar with pry bars. Vessel flesh. Looks like it's gonna be a dungeon. Like a big one. It's good, I like dungeon crawling.
Will do.
Part of the statue near the legs has been forcibly removed. Praise to bold-hearted Avarix, master of the blade. In memory of Sama, beloved sister, I gift this statue. All that remains of this inscription is Raka the Fortunate. The stone around it is worn smooth. This screams puzzle. These ornate bronze fixtures appear to be braziers. Soot lines the interior of their metallic petals, and you spy fresh coal beneath a filigreed grating. Someone lit these recently. Hatching means you might do the same. Light it with a torch. Nothing happens for a moment, and then the brazier ignites in a sudden rush of flame. Same. You scarcely touch the flame to the brazier's surface when it catches a hollow roar. The flame jets downward, moving into a narrow channel connecting both braziers.
Well, at least it didn't catch us by surprise.
Is that like an oven? Saw this. There's an order to this.
I've got it.
Hold up. You all sit over here for a minute. Liquid, do this yourself, or do yours, somebody.
Sure.
Symbols match the shields. Only bold, reckless, and unfortunate shall pass safely within.
What do you need?
What shields do you mean?
Sure.
One of the shields are missing. So this isn't even something I can do right this second. Anyway then, right? On the other room. Okay, where those statues are at.
I see them.
Brine imps.
Wits of their eyes.
I seem to remember killing you guys fairly easily. So I could launch some fire up here and cause an explosion. It's probably going to end badly, but I want to see what happens.
You see that?
Something hidden. Oh, man. Whoa. That was fun.
Yes?
I had them run up there and I was like, you know, maybe that's a little bit too close, but I'm not sure. I'm sure it'll be alright.
Of course.
Alright, note to self, not so close to those barrels. Cuttlefish, water, hardtack. Hagfish, oil. Some more stuff there. What's here? Lockpicks. Tattered note. Wasn't sure about the constructs at first. These new techniques may be less extreme than those eccentrics like Galvino, but it gets harder to remember that once the hulking things are moving around like large, noisy, witless dolls. The constructs require daily maintenance and they make the workers uncomfortable. Still, they've been an effective deterrent to the local wildlife. I have to admit I've started to feel safer with one of them standing nearby when I work. Odoricity despises the things and avoids them if possible. That alone is a considerable benefit. Let's check out the rest of this first. Save it after all that.
I'll get it open. I'll get it open. I'll get it open.
You don't seem to be getting it open.
I'll get it open.
Why you gotta lie, dear?
I'll get it open. Huh? Right. Yeah?
We'll have to come back for that. Galvino, yeah. Always thought I was gonna have to kill him in the last game. Need a main mechanics guy. Definitely, I'm gonna have to start building that up. Excuse me. Hey, Senior Hefe, how you doing? Let's take a look up here. Will-o-wisp.
This is futile!
Ain't you got the decency to die?
Hey, watch
Tell
it
us
with
so.
that.
Oh, wait. Aloth, hey.
Take him down.
I'm gonna have to mess with the AI at some point, because I noticed that sometimes we're using spells without my...
Enough.
Without my permission. I do not like that. In fact, let me take a look at this for a second. Wizard aggressive. I'm gonna take that off and just go with aggressive. Accuracy on enemies whether or not they are actively attacked. I'm gonna see what this does if I take that off him for a second. If he just like attacks without doing much else. Did I like PoE 1? I actually like PoE 1 a lot, yes. Took me a little bit to get used to the new systems and stuff. Because I went into it expecting Baldur's Gate. Which was silly, obviously, because it's a different series. But it looks and feels so much like Baldur's Gate until you dig into it. But yeah, I really like the first one. This one's actually feels like an upgrade, too. Walls here have collapsed inward, barring any further progress. You know what? Hold up. Okay, I had to check that out.
Hey. Watch out.
Okay, there he goes. He's just attacking now. That's good. More bodies. Game looks way better. It does look a lot better. It's a beautiful game. Larvae. Clutch of writhing larvae. Blind and hungry, they move instinctively towards any source of food. I'll just put them in my pocket.
Enemies.
Rusted copper construct. Oh crap, I hope you're by yourself. Let's make a save. I have not had the best luck with combat so far.
Of course.
Hey, would you like to come up here and see me by yourself, buddy? Oh god, you have a friend. Oh, you've got a few friends. Alright, come and get it. Okay, you got a worm and another friend. Alright, hopefully it's just you three. You don't like maces. Aloth, what do you have? Anything that might work? Can you sneak in here for a second? You can.
Take him down.
Beyond seek.
Okay, that did hurt. Let's get you back. Oh crap, he's hunting him down. Keep running, Aloth. Just keep running, he's slow. Take out the worm. And we'll let Aloth keep leading this thing away. So to get out of there.
That must have hurt.
Keep moving. Run. Okay, you guys get him.
Of course.
Run, Aloth. So do you can't hit him from there.
Get thrashed!
Come on, let's go.
Beautiful. Alright, switch you back to your sword for a moment.
course.
Alright, alright. Now, what do we got down here? A sword, onyx, and a pickaxe.
I've got it.
And a dead end. Let's see what's up here. Wisps and oh god, it is. Essence anomaly. Wonder if you guys are like specters and that kind of stuff, because man, I hated spirits in the first game. Come and get it.
Take him down.
Never you mind that miss. I'll land the next one.
Alright, that wasn't bad. Somebody made a mess. Can I get a janitor over here? Whoa, what? Brine imps.
Right.
Yeah, you could wait a second. Nothing else going on over here, it looks like, except more money.
Let's go.
Oh, you're by yourself.
That's it.
Sucks to be you. Lots of stuff and things here. Dora the Reckless defeated 7 beasts barehanded. Well, isn't he special? Moss and grime have been scraped clear of large portions of this mural, revealing the vibrant hues of the Ingwithan figures beneath. Animancer's hat. Gunpowder money. Journal entry. It's been a stroke of unimaginable fortune to find an Ager vein in such pristine condition. The essence is so concentrated here that even from the far side of the corridor, Pillar's light pulses like a star. At times, I almost feel as if I can sense it, like the warmth of sunlight upon the skin. We will need to reinforce the central chamber before attempting further excavations. The ruins are unstable, and Cella's motley workforce of savages and paupers grows more fearful by the day. With the assistance of a single watcher, we could trace the essence in the primary vein and isolate those deposits worthy of extraction. I petitioned Director Castle in Nekataka for such a resource, but I am continually rebuffed. It is unthinkable that the Valiant Trading Company cannot isolate within the vast borders of its considerable influence a single suitable candidate. I must assume that the wretched elite woman is hoarding them for her fanciful experiments. Transportation, if we have the time to expend on such frivolies. Excuse me. Arcanist Bomb. +2 alchemy, +2 arcana, +2 explosives. Take that. Royal Huana clothing. Light armor. Torches. Cannon shot. Pair of supplies.
On it.
Dagger. Money. Scroll minor healing. Alright. There is one of the shields. You mean this, thing on the floor that a deer insists on standing on? Okay, so I guess remember what that looks like.
I got it.
This looks...
That's Odorisi.
Okay, well, wait a minute. We'll come back to that then. Now that I've seen this... Oh, okay, wait. It's this thing. Doro the Reckless defeated 7 beasts barehanded. Okay. Let's come back here. Then I'm gonna head back here and look at this real quick. Part of the statue near your legs has been forcibly removed. Praise the bold-hearted Avarix, master of the blade. Saw my beloved sister. All that remains of this inscription is Raka the Fortunate. I'm totally not getting this puzzle. Like, I'm looking at the shields and it's telling me something, but what do I do with these symbols? Is there an order to this or something? Yeah, go for it, because I'm totally at a loss with this. One, 3, 5. Alright, so wait a minute. 1.
I've got it.
Wait, 1. The third one? 3, 5. 1, 3, 4. Oh, okay. 1, 3, 4. So wait a minute, what was I missing with that then? So there was a combination to that, I was right on that at least. So how do you find the answer to that? Those 3 match the shield symbols. Like the things on the floor here? On the shields. Oh, like the actual shields if you're looking at them right here. Okay. I get it now. I thought you had to I thought it had something to do with like examining them. Like I didn't even actually notice the shield sitting there. I get it now. I would have been stuck on that one for a while. That or I would have eventually just lucked out on the combination here. Peridot. Gladiator sword. One-handed, quality fine, damage, penetration to hit. Grants scrim. Scrim. Plus 10 melee damage when wielded with a shield. Plus 5 deflection when wielded with a shield. I know exactly who this is ending up with. Corroded blade. Alright. A deer. Got a present for you. Or did I not actually pick it up there? I didn't pick it up. Put that away. Oh, wait a minute. Aloth, what's going on with your armor? You don't have a hat. Here, have a hat. Everybody in my party must have a hat. Royal Huana clothing. What are you equipped with? Your leather armor. 5. 3. I'm going to leave you ear leather for now. And I'm actually going to remember to change your armor at some point in this game instead of leaving that on you for the entire game like I did last time.
Yeah?
Now we can talk about enchantments. You can only enchant unique weapons. However, every unique weapon has unique enchantments. Take, for example, this sword. Check out the enchantments. Select an enchantment. So I could change that. Unique. Sharpened blade, corroded blade. Okay, I think I remember this from last time I was playing it vaguely. So you can keep... Oh, wait a minute. So if I do that, it gets rid of corroded blade. Oh, I see. Okay, corroded blade is in the blade's damaged. Okay, for some reason I thought that meant that it had corrosion damage or something. And I can actually do that right now if I want. How much money do I have? Wait a minute. $500. Okay, let's do that. All right, cool. Yeah, I see it now. Alright, so I improved the blade. What else? There was other stuff there. Hold up. Leather armor. Overseeing plus 15% area of effect. Elementally stable. This is going to use most of my armor. I just want to see what my options are for the future here. Plus 2 burn armor rating. Plus 2 corrode armor. Plus 10 all defenses against transmutation, evocation, and illusion. Keybreaker scepter. Frighten Kith targets on hit. Grants Mizo Theist. Oh, so many options. Second chance. Veteran scars. Minus 10 slash damage taken. Okay. Definitely something to look into when I have more money. That's cool.
What do you need?
Uh-huh.
Alright, we went everywhere up here. Let's go back up to the center room. Can't go that way. So it looks like we need to end up in here again. Way more interesting stuff later. I like this. So finding each unique item is going to be a little bit more interesting because there's so many options with each one. Man, it's like I said, there's so many ways to play this game from the looks of it. I like that. Okay. I was going to do something and I don't remember what it was. Yeah, your weapon. What are you equipped with? Keybreaker Scepter. When the dust settled in sun and shadow, Aloth looked upon the remains of Theos Ix Arcanon, his former master. He saw where the Grand Master had gone wrong and what would be required to undo the harm Theos had wrought. With a flick of his wrist, he burned Theos' robe, headdress, and every other symbol of the man's power. Never again, he vowed, should Kith live in fear and blind obedience to an authority they did not understand. Armed with the knowledge and courage he had gained on his journeys with the Watcher, he set out on a long and lonely task of dismantling Leaden Key. To that end, he crafted this iron scepter with which he would combat the agents of ignorance and fear. Excuse me. Alright. Let's see what's up here. Frozen mid-stride, this grim figure is turned toward the colossal pillar of Aedra that dominates the chamber. The ashen corpse's outstretched hand rests upon the crystal's dulled surface. Clutched tightly in the remains of a fist is a bundle of papers bound together by a leather cord. Several more pages are scattered on the ground at your feet.
This one's ashen. Means he ain't got no soul for me to tend to, right?
As you pull the papers free, the ashen fingers gripping them slow away, disintegrating into a fine plume of dust. Standing here by the lone figure, you are struck with a feeling of dread. The air around you, the very motes of ash and dust, all of it is stagnant and still. The feeling grows worse when you look up at the Aedra and sense no energy flowing into its surface. It is as though it has been disconnected from the wheel.
You place your hand against the pillar of luminous Aedra. A dim, warm light emanates from the surface, but it feels cool to the touch. Pinpricks dance along your fingers, uncomfortable but not painful. A woman's voice, scratchy, distant, and halting, echoes in your mind.
Find your soul in him.
Will do.
You concentrate, peering into the Audra's energy as you would peer into a soul. Its inner light is blinding, but as you become accustomed to it, you perceive the core of the Audra itself, a churning mass of millions of soul fragments. With a jolt, the energy reaches out to you, the Angwithan ruined fragments around you, breaking into incoherent shapes and dissolving to dust, falling into an infinite well of dark gray vapor. Even the ground itself disintegrates into nothingness. All that remains is the murky expanse of the in-between. The Audra pillar, and a skein of golden threads rooted in the pillar that extend far off into the distance.
Trippy.
You focus on the threads. You catch glimpses of memories, your memories, mingled among the memories of thousands of other captive souls. The filaments begin to cohere, rapidly twining into a golden cord. With a muffled crack, the cord ripples outward in a violent wave toward the endless distance. The cord undulates over a space so vast that you lose sight of the wave before it finds its end. Then, a heavy creaking, like the sound of mountains shearing under their own weight, washes through the dull gloom of the in-between. A violent force yanks you along the cord at an incredible speed. The murk of the in-between warps erratically, as though you are observing it through an ill-ground lens. Just as quickly as you were pulled forward, you stop, suspended below a massive figure of ancient carved Audra. Like all Audra, it glimmers with energy, but the souls and memories within it are not flowing down. They churn in a vortex that burns at the heart of the statue's mass in some invisible engine. It is Aethys. The great golden cord terminates in his back, sending pulses of energy throughout his limbs as they move. He walks in long, slow strides toward a brilliant pillar of Audra far in the distance. It shines even more brightly in the in-between than Aethys. From within the teeming throng of souls, dozens of eyes look out to you. Through the cord, their collective anguish and despair push at the edge of your mind.
Help us! Please! Help us!
Their voices echo in your mind. Somewhere within their ranks, you can feel the presence of your own soul slumbering deeper in the gyre.
Reach out to the lost souls.
You reach out to the lost souls, but the incredible power flowing through Aethys' body repulses you. Not even your Watcher powers can penetrate the massive tides of energy crashing through him. The souls sense your efforts and attempt to breach the surface of Aethys' body, but are instantly pulled back down into the deep well at the statue's heart, as though they were pried from the edge of a great precipice.
What a jerk.
Aethys' stride slows and stops. His head slowly pivots until its great burning eyes are cast back along the cord. As his gaze meets yours, you feel an overwhelming rush of incredible joy mingled with profound sadness. You have sensed similar anguish in lost souls, but never with this intensity. A soothing voice drifts into your mind.
It takes great bravery to venture through the in-between, even for a Watcher.
A swell of admiration radiates out from the god's heart, a force so intense that it momentarily overwhelms you.
You do not need to follow me, for their sake or your own. Something beautiful is coming. Something that will save us all.
A great light shines from Aethys' brow, so bright that even the souls within him flinch from the source, cowering in fear. Through the glare, you see Aethys' massive arm reach up to grasp the golden cord, the tether carrying energy from the Audra pillar to him, that also suspends your consciousness.
What does that mean?
The sun will yet rise, Watcher. You need only wait for its light to come.
Aethys yanks on the golden cord, pulling it from his back. The cord tears into filaments that blacken and dissolve to dust. Without pause, he turns to resume his stride toward the distant pillar of Audra, shining on the boundless horizon. You hear the souls within him cry out for just a moment, before your consciousness is snapped away from them. The in-between goes dark. For a second, you feel a mix of nausea and a sensation like spinning and falling. Then the moment ends. Your consciousness has returned to the Angwithan arena. The world is sideways, the Audra pillar upside down. You flinch at the feeling that you're standing on the ceiling. The disorientation overwhelms you and you collapse to your knees next to the luminous Audra pillar. Previously dim and flickering, the pillar now glows with a strong and steady light. You touch the Audra again, but the chill and prickling sensations you felt before are gone, replaced with a comforting warmth, like the embers of a fire that has just lost its flame.
Have I mentioned lately that how much I like it, that there's a lot more of the game reading stuff in this game? It's been like 2 weeks since I've done a lot of reading out loud of something. My voice would totally not be able to take it today. As you return to the world, you feel a hand on your back.
You alright? Come on, we just got your back.
Despite his tone, you can see genuine concern in Adir's eyes. I'm fine. Just the barbarian way of not showing any pain.
I heard you say that before. Had something to do with a 2,000-year-old lunatic talking to you in your dreams.
I've seen you commune with souls of the dead, but this looked altogether different. What happened?
Aothas turned tail as soon as he saw me. Not so tough now, is he? Typical. Just when I'm on the verge of getting some answers from a god, he cuts me off.
They've got to employ their priests somehow.
He grins with sly mischief. Sodi's eyes narrow, dark lashes fusing. Anti-religious. Oh. Don't be upsetting Zodi.
What did Gon say? Is he gonna meet us? What do we do next? He charged you with a divine calling, didn't he? Just like he's done for me.
Aloth flashes a quick, pleased glance. He was heading toward another pillar of luminous Adra.
How hard can it be to find in a chain of thousands of islands?
I wonder what he's after, and why he's been giving me these dreams. The things I've seen, they leave a mark on your soul.
She rubs her arms despite the balmy air.
I may not know what Gon's got planned for me, but clearly he wanted me to meet you.
Aloth tenses fingers and smiles. Oh darn, you didn't have any money on you at least? Drat. Alright, we gotta get these research notes back to the people outside, I believe. Can actually look at them. They have anything like to read. Address these notes acquired from his corpse are a dense collection of jargon and diagrams. They allude to mechanical and chemical processes used to treat Adra while it is refined into powder. These notes would doubtless be of interest to those working directly with luminous Adra. Alright, we came in here. It looks so funny running it fast forward. Alright. Take a quick check of my phone here. Oh, ghosts. Excuse me. As the souls move past you, some turn their heads in your direction, but most seem fixated below you on the edge of pillar beneath your feet. A few nod their heads in thanks or raise a hand to acknowledge your presence.
What do you see that I can't, Watcher?
Souls, dozens of them, maybe hundreds, are all going to the Adra pillar.
All of them? Really?
She strokes the cage of her lantern, appearing lost in thought. A small group of souls has started to cluster around you. One of them is standing a bit closer than the others and gestures for your attention.
Watcher, we'd like to come with you.
Who wouldn't? Of course, I'll protect you.
You have our thanks. We appreciate that you showed us the way to the Adra. But what if it goes dark? Before we reach the beyond.
The other souls around her nod in agreement.
Can I harvest the souls now?
Aloth hums approvingly. Yes, of course.
Thank you for aiding my mission, Watcher. I just knew you'd help me if I followed you.
I'm a swell kind of barbarian. Aloth nods, a quiet smile etched across his lips. Sodi glides her hands in a series of motions that resemble a martial art or an intricate dance. As she slides a circle around the area, she begins swinging her lantern faster and farther from her body with until an ephemeral light flares from inside. A lure is answered and several souls change course, drifting past the lantern's cage to disappear.
Thank you, Watcher.
Anytime. It's like collecting Pokemon, really.
We will remain here to see to our dead.
We're lucky the cage worked.
We should build more of these cages, I think.
How are we to rebuild after all this? I cannot imagine.
What a mess.
Alright, so I guess I need to take this back to, Clario in the port. Okay. I vaguely remember that being a thing I needed to do from last time. It's the problem with starting a game and then immediately having to take 2 weeks off from it. On the plus side, hopefully that's... I don't want to say it's never going to happen again, but something like that is very, very rare. That I end up getting big projects like that that take up so much time. Was worth it, though. Where the heck? You're in a port. There we go, Governor's Estate. Some things in the south that you didn't discover. Okay. I'll go down and check them out in a bit then. Yeah, if I miss anything, by all means let me know. I want to see as much of this as possible, so... Hi, I did the things you wanted me to do.
What can I do for you?
I have information about the dig site.
At last, Belfetto, tell me, please, what has happened? How much have we lost? I must know.
Hey, Dan. Yes, this is my first time playing it. I started it 2 weeks ago, I did 1 day of it, and then I got tied up with some other stuff, and this is my... second day of it. Just came back to it today. This is all new to me. I saw the same destruction Aethys wreaked on Cade Nua. Odorisi is dead along with most of your animasters.
I see. And the work? Odorisi's notes? Was there nothing of his research?
Clario's gaze searches yours with almost feverish anticipation. I found these.
You did? Gods be kind.
Clario takes the bundled notes from you with barely restrained urgency. Within moments, he is flipping through the papers, his eyes sweeping back and forth across the pages. How you like? Oh, I like it so far. I actually like it a lot. Like, I played the first one right before this. I liked it a good bit, and this definitely feels like an upgrade from it. I'm very, very happy with it.
Belfetto! We are saved!
Like, when I played this at first 2 weeks ago, I was really annoyed that I was going to step away from it because I wanted to play more of it, like, immediately. Like, I was looking forward to coming on the next day. But then that offer came up and I pretty much couldn't pass it up, so... But I've had a lot of anticipation for this. I've been looking forward to this for a couple weeks now. Clario lets out a relieved, almost giddy laugh, looking up at you with a toothy grin. A grin he hides soon after beneath a cough and a look of some regret.
That is, Odorisi's legacy is not wholly lost.
I like to believe the man would find that pleasing.
He folds the papers once again and sets his hands over them protectively.
You say this is all the work of the Titan, of Aothis, and you still insist on looking for him? He destroyed your ship, killed my people. Would it not make more sense to sail to the far side of the world and away from all this?
He destroyed my keep. Do you know how much money I put into my keep in the last game? I can't just let him walk away with that. It's vandalism. This is a god of light we're talking about.
You are too trusting in your superstition. Believe in what you have seen and felt. The death of every man and woman at that dig site.
See, I'm smart. Aothis is using the Aegir Pillars as an energy source. If I could find more, I could find him.
Merla. He will ravage every outpost in the Deadfire. That Adra is why we are here. Why everyone is here, in truth. The Valiant Trading Company. The Royal Deadfire Company. Countless mercenaries. You'll want to go to Neketaka. Queen Onekaza II rules there at the Kahanga Palace. Anyone seeking to do business in the Deadfire Archipelago must negotiate with her first. The Queen knows every other vein of worth in the Deadfire. I'm certain she can help you. That is, if she agrees to see you at all.
Is that unlikely?
Neketaka harbors many foreigners, but they count upon a small army of diplomats and emissaries to buy passage with words or coin. You have no one but yourself. That silver tongue of yours will be put to the test.
He senses my diplomatic ways. Then ask where I'm going next.
And for that, you need your ship. I'll arrange it with Ikawa. Between the two of us, I'm certain we can gather the workers we need.
My character was a brick. My character was a brick, but he kicked a whole lot of ass. Yeah, it was really fun. I wish I had all the time in the world to just, like, replay it again in a couple years and, do different builds and stuff like that. I mean, I might be able to, it's just I have so much to play. This one especially, because I could tell this game's going to have all kinds of different options and stuff with it.
Head down to the beach once you are ready to depart.
Thank you for the help.
Bompiaco, it is only right, after all you have done for me. I won't keep you further. You have a long and very strange journey ahead.
It always is.
Some advice. After you have had your audience with the Queen, seek out the Valiant Trading Company. They make their headquarters in Neketaka, and the company always appreciates a good help.
Level up time. Alright. Adir. We're gonna start giving you some mechanics. I'll give you some more Intimidate while I'm at it. Mule Kick, a powerful attack that knocks an enemy into the air and then prone, leaving him disoriented. Penetrating Strike. Fighter strikes a target with devastating force, gaining significant additional penetration. Perception. Plus 5 perception, plus 50 grace to hit, and plus 25 hit to crit. Tactical Barrage. If you're getting new passives, I'll give you that. Rapid recovery. Wait a minute. Oh, I can actually... Okay, for some reason I thought I had 2 points and I had to use one over here, one over here. That was dumb of me. Rapid recovery. Upgraded from constant recovery. Uses once per encounter. Continually regenerate health at a modest rate. Plus 7 health restored per 3 seconds for 45 seconds once per encounter. I like the sound of that. It's a hard game. I'm actually looking forward to Baldur's Gate. It's just, it's probably going to be one of those deals that I don't play it until like a year or two after it comes out. I very rarely buy games new because I'm kind of a cheapskate like that. Plus I have such a gigantic backlog that I almost feel guilty buying new games when I have so many other ones that I've not gone through yet. And there's so much good stuff coming out, too. Like, for instance, I'm a comics junkie. I really want to play Avengers. And while I was away from things, I guess they announced a couple more DC games. Suicide Squad and whatever that other one was. It's just a never-ending stream of stuff to play. Which isn't a bad thing, really. Does it? Because I heard, like, I remember when the trailer, the very first trailer came out for it, everybody thought it looked like crap. Then I thought I heard people were into the demo, but I haven't actually looked at it, so I don't know. They're one coming out for beta on 9/30/20. Fortitude defense. +1 enemies engaged. I think I want that. Yeah. Have a deer tie up everybody like I did last game. Better say it was awful. Yeah, I got time to do some stuff with it though, maybe. Either way, I'll probably end up buying it cheap anyway, just because I'm such a comics junkie. Or I was at one point. I haven't really kept up with comics in a long time, but read a lot of stuff from the 70s and 80s. Just give you some more survival. Wild Sprint. +5 dexterity, immune to engagement for 6 seconds. That sounds nice, actually. One stands alone. +20 melee damage, +1. Enemies required to be flanked. Yes. Gains concentration at the start of each combat. Prevent a single interrupt effect. Increases will. All attacks made against near-death enemies convert some hits to crits, and those crits do additional damage. Increases the character's reflex defense. Increases fortitude defense. Bloodlust. +20 action speed for 10 seconds on kill. Carnage has a good chance of killing more things, so let's go with that. He has more opportunity to kill things because of his area of effect. Oh my god, I loved Ultimate Alliance. Yeah, I think I have Ultimate Alliance 1 and 2 for 360, and I think they came with all the DLC. My 360s is in storage right now, though, but I used to love Ultimate Alliance. I was actually kind of down that they released 3 for the Switch only, because I don't have a Switch. I wish they'd come out with it for PC. But I've messed around with the PC game before, an old version of the PC game, because I actually had it modded at one point. I like to mod my games if you haven't been able to tell. Download mods for them. Give you history. 2 abilities. What kind of passives do you have? Bear's Fortitude, Snake's Reflexes, Bull's Will, and Combat Focus. Fireball, yes. Expose vulnerabilities. Noxious Burst is back. Fireball and weakness. Wait, weakness. Expose vulnerabilities, okay. That's actually what I was going to go for. Alright, and Zodi. Just give you more religion. Alchemy. Prayer for the Spirit. Grants target ally the smart inspiration. Warding Seal. Watchful Presence. Blesses allies to the aid of a sympathetic soul. Using a healing effect when they're near death. Dire Blessing. I remember using that a lot before. Consecrated Ground. Divine Mark. Despondent Blows. What else we got over here? Bear's Fortitude. That's that same stuff. Consecrated Ground. Let's go with that for a debuff. Made Alof a multi-class. I considered it. I ended up going with Wizard, though. Multi-classing might be something I dig more into on a second playthrough, but there's some, I'll have to see what other options I get with characters that join. I considered making my Barbarian multi-class, but I did some reading up on it, and it sounded like single-class Barbarian was going to do what I wanted it to do, and that's just completely wreck shit with Carnage. So I'll have to see. There's a lot of new stuff to pick up in this one. Alright, so I guess we're done in Port Maji. So where the heck am I going? Return to the beach. Okay, first of all, I'm going to check out these areas that were to the south. So let's get out of here. That does sound nice, actually. Alright, let's check out the rest of this area. Villario's Rest. What's in here? Or was this... No, this is where I started at, wasn't it? This was that beach. Okay, guess we get our boat here anyway. Won't hurt to stop
Good.
here.
You are here. Clario has made good on his promise. We are making ready to free your ship.
Ikwa gestures towards your vessel where a motley group of Huana and Valiant workers race to and fro.
I say still that you are fortunate. The ship was nearly lost, but it will float. For how long, I cannot say. You will wish to find a friendly port with some speed, I think.
That's all you really want out of a ship, that it floats, so that's good. Do you know where Nekataka is?
So you will go to the great Kahanga city as well. You must sail north for some time, and then a little east. Take care in Nekataka, outsider. It will close its jaws around you, and you will never notice.
Have you seen my perception?
Come, we will see your defiant out to sea.
Achievement unlocked. A sailor's life. 2 blessings gained. What's a blessing? You have received a curious message from Harbinger Vatnir. And that was a game. Thanks for playing. Man, it was a lot shorter than I thought it was going to be. Alright, what to play next? You've received a curious message from Harbinger Vatnir. Read it. Wax-sealed letter. This missive, written in what looks like dried blood on a slice of tanned leather, came to you rolled and sealed with the mark of the Aurochs. The lettering, spidery and sharp, suggests the sender may have been shivering as they composed it. Most glorious watcher of Kadnua, I cordially invite you to a feast to be held in your honor. Ooh, food. A community of like minds has congregated at Harbinger's Watch, a small outpost located in the southern Deadfire Sea, to witness the Dead Flow's rapid expansion. Soon I shall consume all, and Rimgan's dominion over dead Eora be unchallenged. We eagerly anticipate hosting your magnificence. With admiration for your many accomplishments, Vatnir, High Harbinger of Dusk.
We should address the matter of our ship's resources before we get underway.
Blessings basically allow you to add modifications stuff to your game on repeat playthroughs. Like you can start at level 4, you can start with fine quality armor and weapons. Ah, gotcha. Alright, we should address the matter of our ship's resources before we get underway. Ammunition supply gained 8, medicine supply 12, repair supply 7. Arena was injured.
It saddens me to inform you that we lost several crew and most of our provisions during the storm. However, Port Margé appears to be well supplied, and I expect the recent disaster has left several sailors in want of a ship. I suggest we contract for additional supplies and crew before we return to open water, or our voyage may indeed be a short one.
I've got a boat. In Deadfire, not every ship on the sea is friendly. Hostile ships can attempt to engage you in ship-to-ship combat. During ship combat, distance and orientation to the enemy are vital to your success. Distance determines if the enemy is in range of your cannons or if you're in range of theirs. Orientation determines what cannons, if any, you can fire, as well as how easily your ship may be hit. Turning your side to the enemy may allow you to fire the most cannons, but it makes you an easier target. Each ship must maintain a ship and hull, or sails and hull. Damaged sails limit the speed. If a hull is destroyed, a ship will sink. Cannons can be limited by how much ammunition the ship is carrying. Okay, that makes sense. 2 ships get close together, they can board or ram. Boarding locks the 2 ships together and transitions to a deck-to-deck fight between the 2 ship crews. A ramming attack does damage to the hulls. If one does not sink, the battle transitions to deck-to-deck. Once you have victoriously sunk the other ship or defeated them in deck-to-deck combat, you can plunder what remains. Plunder typically includes ship resources, treasure, and occasionally a unique triumph of a noteworthy enemy captain. Coins can be shared with the crew to improve morale, and triumphs are always flown from your ship's rigging. Ship is one of the most awesome things in game and most poorly designed. By the way, check the map. You can ignore this ship-to-ship combat is completely and utterly pointless. Holy shit, that's a big map. Nice. So that's where we gotta go. Basically, to win this game, always board. Alright, so... Oh shoot, wait. So, how the heck do I get out of the ship? Oh, do I click that thing? Oh, okay, I can walk around on the boat. Well, while I'm here, let's do that real quick. Oh, you have to exit out a port. Huh. What new shores are we setting for today? Setting sail for today.
Agrasima, Casita, for taking me on.
Oh, you're that guy. Rumdum, I remember you. I paid your, bail. No offense, Captain, but your gunners can't shoot for shit. Well, we're gonna have to fix that. Give me time, we just started. Landing point, a port, or a very specifically marked part of an island. Ah, okay. What's new with you, statue head? Nothing, apparently. I can't seem to interact with you. This sea's no piece of glass, but I've sailed far worse. Blue cape, potion. Ooh, wait a minute. Let's take that. Let's take that. Let's take the cape. Fragments of the bladed Endless Paths. Mythical blade of the catacombs of Cadenua was destroyed when Aethys emerged from beneath the keep. Shards are no longer of use to anyone unless they could be reforged. The weapon may be fated to become even more than it was. Which is good because I don't think I actually used that sword last time. Fragments of Whispers of Yenwood. Despite being utterly destroyed with devastation of Cadenua, the sword known as the Whispers of Yenwood was once again found its way into the possession of the keep's road warden, albeit in pieces. It would take a smith with some talent to reforge it. The sword could become even greater than it once was. Restore the source, but it will cost a great amount of coin. Statue's head is bugging for some reason. You can't chat with her. Well, hopefully I end up with as much coin as I had in the last game. Because that was a lot of coin I ended up with. Letter from Afra. Liquid, I hope this letter finds you in good health. It's been many summers now since you first arrived in Gilded Vale. Much has changed in those years for both of us. I do not know if you remember me. I actually do think I remember her. She was the sister of that first lady that joined us that died, and then she had a baby. And the baby was going to be hollow-born or something. Or she thought the baby was going to be hollow-born. Do not know if you remember me, but the day you came to my door is not one I will forget. For months afterward, I wrestled with my faith and my fear. And still the gods have blessed me with a son. He is healthy and strong and already so curious, all of Gildeville dotes upon him. I have told him of you. He asks constantly after the Watcher who restored his spirit and hopes one day to meet you. Tell that I know that we keep you in our prayers. Your most grateful servant, Afra. You can repair either sword individually or combine them. A super sword. If you side at Raedric in a Gilded Vale, he will send a message wishing you a good recovery. 1.5k to repair one. Now he wishes that you return soon to the Deerwood so you can continue ruling together with him. It's a shame he was such a jerk about the whole dying thing.
Ship life sure is an adventure, ain't it? Just think of all the places we can sail to, all the sights we could see. This is nothing like being stuck on a farm, or cloistered in the back of a temple.
Sody wraps her sickle against her thigh as she studies the boat's layout. Satisfied by whatever she sees, she tilts her head to you with a small smile.
Tell me what's on your mind?
How are you feeling? Have you suffered any recent nightmares?
They're there in my head when I sleep. And sometimes I can taste them on the back of my tongue like a smear of grit. Happens when I take in a particularly volatile soul.
That's all for now.
I'm glad we talked.
And dialogue. Irenia, any idea where we're at, Captain? Need something.
Thank you again for maintaining my story in front of Vanessa and the others.
Gives you a grateful smile that fades almost as quickly as it appears. By the way, you should sail to Port Maji. You will soon be very amused. Alright, I'll head there as soon as I get done talking. Check that out.
I didn't enjoy deceiving them, but it seemed simpler than the alternative.
Irked, Zodi runs her tongue over her teeth. I'm surprised you managed Islamir that long.
We've come to an arrangement of sorts. Hey, he lets me in on the bash and I'll leave him the join. For the most part, anyhow.
He sighs.
Believe me, I take no pleasure in duplicity.
What exactly were you doing out here?
After we parted, I set out to destroy the leaden key.
The deer gives a nod and a wink.
It's controlled us for too long. I wanted to free Kith from it. So for 5 years, I've been tracking down leaden key circles, searching for the places where they operate in secret.
He knits his brows. Zodi nibbles on her lip to hide a spreading smile.
Trying to undo them.
I like how your party members react to different things. That's neat. Add some immersion to things. How's that been going?
The task has been more difficult than I anticipated.
How so?
I don't think I fully understood the weight of the decisions I would have to make. Or the burden of living with them. It was much easier when I only had to follow someone else's lead. My father's, Theos's, yours.
I am a good leader. He glances at you out of the corner of his eye. Excuse me. What do you mean?
After we defeated Theos, I thought the hard part of undoing his work would be tracking down the Leaden Key's members and operations.
Maybe he had an address book. Too bad you burned his robes. He gives you an appreciative smile, but his mind is clearly elsewhere. A deer gives a nod and a wink. Zodi nibbles on her lips to hide a spreading smile.
Perhaps this would be easier with an example. I went to a village in Old Avalia. A run-down backwater of a place. Aye, right home like it was.
A lost expression shifts as Islamir briefly emerges.
Centuries ago, the Leaden Key had intervened to end some heretical cult. The details were lost, but what had endured was a practice of ritual bloodletting. A gruesome, pointless tradition.
He grimaces.
At every full moon, the villagers would feed the soil with their blood. No one, young or old, sick or hale, was exempt.
Must have had some purpose in mind.
Yes, but the specifics depended on whom you asked. Some thought it would ward off Scan, or bring Berth's favor on their village, or Gon's blessing to their crops.
He shrugs.
The village priest administered the practice. Grim old fellow. Reminded me of Theos.
He raises an eyebrow at you.
Wicked old bun bag. 'Tis what the lad means.
What? Oh, okay, I get it.
He was a tyrant. I was certain that if the villagers were free of his influence, they'd be free from the bloodletting too. So I arranged for him to have an accident.
He gives you a sly look, so he puffs out a heated breath. And then?
The old man died, and the villagers were terrified. They were convinced his death was an ill omen. They blamed it, and every other mishap that befell them, on their lack of faith. So they began bloodletting every week, turning on their neighbors for giving too little.
His lips twist as if the words themselves have a bitter taste.
Instead of a handful dying each year, a few perished every week.
He's worked the edge of his sash into a tight knot. He clenches it between pale, rigid fingers. If you barely understood this ritual, how'd you expect to stop it? Oh wait, you try to do the right thing, and that's what matters.
Is it? In the end, the villagers suffered more because of my actions.
This is very true. He pauses again, untwisting his sash in his lap.
I keep wondering what I might have done differently, or how I could have known better.
Learning from mistakes like this is a good start.
I suppose so. I should get some rest. It's been a long day, and you've given me a lot to think about.
Wait, you still haven't told me what the Animasters have to do with any of this.
Ah, that.
He massages his temples.
I'm looking for an old Leaden Key sect. I found several references, but...
He breaks off, shaking his head.
I want to be sure. Please, let me go over my notes again. Then I promise I'll tell you everything.
We'll talk more later then.
If you told me a few years ago that I'd end up following you on another crazy errand, I'd have said you were out of your mind.
He gives you a dismissive gesture with his pipe hand.
Not because I got anything against you, more that trouble seems to come looking for you wherever you go. Yet, here we are again, probably on our way to die.
He probably thought that last time.
You already did, but me, I mean.
Yeah, we didn't die last time, we'll be fine. Except for the few times that we've already died since we started playing this game. He cocks his head to one side and smiles. I couldn't go having all the fun by myself.
Well, real nice of you to share. Someday I'll have to get you a gift. And wouldn't you know it, this time is shaping up to be crazier than the last one.
There is something accusatory behind Adir's eyes.
But I gotta say, I appreciate how you've handled things. Times like these, staying decent's not as easy as it sounds. Thought you were weird at first, of course, but you've surprised me.
That's not very nice. You thought I was weird? I thought you were a jerk when I first met you. Thanks. It hasn't always been easy.
Well, that's why I mention it. Sometimes it's been anything but. I've been meaning to ask, though. How is it you never seem to lose your way through all this?
Self-help books.
What is it tells you you're on the right path?
Think about what the worst path would be, then I do the opposite. I judge every situation on its own circumstances and leave feelings out. My confidence is an illusion I do to entice people. I have strong feelings about everything. If I'm truthful with myself and others, I find that things tend to work out.
Well, hard to argue with that. And I might get some strange looks if it did.
Adir heaves a sigh that sounds as if it's been building for months. His smile is tight-lipped, wistful.
When I was a boy, things were simpler. Aethys was more like a character we read about in church.
I take it there are no statues in these stories.
Well, most stories had him helping folks or making the world work as it should.
Adir is the best, bro. He is, indeed. He adopts a smile and gently pointed finger of a coaxing parent. Adir will always have a special place in my party for managing to kill Consul Hot the way he did. On first try. He is my general for that one.
You pray to him. He might help you too.
He lets the finger drop and a smile fade.
There was no cost to it. No confusion about his will or followers taken into extremes. Following Aethys was right. Had no reason to question.
He pauses. It could be the light, but the creases around his eyes and mouth seem longer and deeper than your memory of them.
Do you think there's any way that following him could still be the right path? After all we've seen?
It's possible if the cause is just.
There's better be some cause for all the damage he's done.
Yeah, like my keep.
Anyway, I didn't mean for this to get depressing. I think this was just a long way of saying, I appreciate the way you've guided things. Makes me feel like I'm doing some good, going with you.
He shakes his head with a look on his face like he just remembered a joke. Alright, let's, excuse me. Let's check this out here. Hey, Philip. We just got the boat. Like, literally a little bit ago. And I am going to sail over to the port. Oh, hi. You encounter another ship at sea. As the Defiant leaves Port Maji behind, you casually observe dozens of other ships coming and going, mostly fishing and trade vessels. One craft stands out. An imposing dhow, replete with cannons, crests into view across the Defiant starboard bow. The flag raised high atop its sails signifies a wish to parley. However, the dhow, I'm probably pronouncing that wrong, approaches at an aggressive speed, suggesting it may not be easily turned away. Let's face him. You spin the ship's wheel counterclockwise. The ship swings round quickly, disturbing a gull resting on the foremast. The bird voids a white splotch on the deck as a sign of his disapproval. You better come back and clean that up. You even out the wheel and bear straight towards the dhow. The distance closes quickly, and soon a massive dhow's hull rolls on the waves beside your ship. Boarding planks emerge and are quickly cast into your ship along with shouts from his crew, notifying you that their captain will be boarding. Several well-armed men cross the planks, their eyes watching every inch of your ship. The crowd parts open to make way for their captain, a tall, well-dressed man. He peers at you with one impeccably groomed eyebrow raised. Following behind the captain, in a stark contrast, strides an unkempt Orland. A pair of pistol grips protrude from his belt, and he casually twirls a stocky firearm around his index finger. His shaggy face, framed by long cobalt blue hair and a wildly braided cerulean beard, makes the crooked smirk he directs at you seem almost sinister. I might know who this is.
On behalf of the Principes and Patrina, I must request we meet in parley.
Broad-shouldered captain uptilts his chin in greeting. When he smiles, his left cheek divots a shallow dimple. You couldn't have asked for you boarded my ship uninvited?
Così. It has been some time since I last asked another's permission.
First time for everything. He flourishes a courtly bow.
I have heard some marvelous tales regarding your ventures in the Deerwood. In fact, you are the first dragon slayer I have ever met, outside of a grave. Some fools would seek to make a fortune by pilfering from one such as you.
I take it he is not one of those fools. Perhaps we should listen.
Aloth crosses his arms, cautious but curious. Under the captain's words, you hear a faint but insistent buzzing. It blooms, overwhelming Ferrante's voice, drowning out all else around you. No one else seems to notice. A vision. Thunder cracks between your ears and you glimpse a different sunshot sea behind your eyes. Fight against it. Close your mind against the spiritual invasion, but the visions slide around and through your defenses, washing over you as implacably as the sea. The visions streak across your mind's eye, fleeting and incoherent. An elf, dark-haired and battle-scarred, stepping across the gulf between vessels. She shakes Ferrante's hand and warmth spills through you, excitement, pride, respect. The imagery melts like candle wax into a lamplit galley swamped with the scent of unwatered rum and sweet fruit, with sailors in their songs and sweat. The scene billows away, ice cold and clawing, replaced with the crew on deck, solemn and staring as Ferrante grasps one of their own by the throat. No, not one of their own. No more. You don't steal from family and stay family. Tears and mucus mar the man's features as Ferrante reads the man's last rites. Thief or no, they'll consign him to Antra as tradition dictates. The vision passes, leaving you blinking on the deck of the Defiant, looking into Ferrante's face. He raises an eyebrow.
I believe you have met such a fool. Captain Benweth of the Drake.
Despite the gravity of his words, he smiles grandly, and a dimple cuts deeper into his left cheek. I know a cipher's handiwork when I feel it. Tells yours to stay out of my head. The blue in his mouth falls open.
Voxen of Ubilnet Merla. Careful, ship hunter. Mind that you do not confuse a useful skill set for a non-expendable one.
Ferrante glares at Seraphin. The Orlin steps back, blinking away the rebuke, and peers at you, probing. His yellow-green eyes narrow, unfocused, as if trying to remember something. Then the captain turns a warm smile back to you.
My apologies. Rest assured, it will not happen again.
Apologies, Captain. Didn't mean it, really. We're up all night, you know, searching out our friend here.
He looks to you.
You've been at sea a while. Your mind starts playing tricks on you, aye? Well, mine plays tricks on others, too. Usually don't mean much. Maybe see a bit of shadow, hear a bit of tune. Not less a person sensitive. Like, say, a watcher.
He winks. Thank you for the follow, Dan. I very much appreciate it. Wait, who are the Principes and Patrina?
This is the first you are hearing of us, truly?
His brows raise in a show of surprise, but then his smile turns sly and he cants his head as if to include you in a secret.
We are a magnificent but largely landless people, so we have come to own the sea. To survive, we must seize prosperity where we can. Hence, we are oft labeled as pirates, smugglers, merchants of illicit trade, or mercenaries. It will not always be so, but it is for now.
I remember the Drake.
Gelarde. Then that should make this easy.
That must have been the ship that attacked me in the beginning of the game.
I am keen to show my rascal of a compatriot some much-needed humility. I thought perhaps you may care to as well.
For our teas, do my job for me, friend. Hope you don't die in the effort.
The rogue words float through your thoughts like darters, not quite your own, but not entirely unlike your own either. If Benwith is one of your own, shouldn't you take responsibility for his actions?
Benweth is no captain of mine, Aimiko. It is not beneath my flag his Drake sails. Yet I do seek to temper his actions when they would endanger the Principe altogether.
And thank you for the follow, Skiz with Guns. Very, very much appreciated. Awesome. Wait, how has Benwith endangered the Principe?
Are you saying if we rile you, You will pose no threat to us? Ecosi, pardon if I do not believe you, Dragon Slayer.
The captain chuckles, fingers rubbing the frilled collar about his throat.
Word of Benweth's thread on the Defiant will spread throughout the Deadfire. More fools will seek to prey upon you. I would suggest you stave off all others by making an example of Benweth.
Where might I find Captain Benweth? Say I wanted to teach him a lesson.
Benweth's drake took damage during the storm. Eventually, he will need to dock for repairs, and when he does, Seraphin can find him for you.
Ferrante flourishes a hand toward the Orlan at his side.
He is rather an unrefined creature, but he is a most skilled ship hunter, I assure you.
Unrefined? Begging your pardon, Captain, but I'd be the fucking model of the gentleman of fortune.
The Orlan scoffs.
As for Benweth, that sucker of squid tits be as predictable as the tide. I'd wager all my furriest bits that he'd set sail for Deadlight.
Squid tits, that's a new one. I'm gonna have to remember that one.
That would be felicitous indeed, as I believe the traitor Emaro hides there as well. I quite enjoy killing 2 men with a single bullet.
Wouldn't have even thought of it if you hadn't brought it up, sir.
Yet you feel a surge of anger that's not your own. Seraphin spins towards you and bows again.
Now, I ain't hardly in any hurry to leave the fine company of the gentlemen of leisure, but the captain be right about me finding your mark. Adding to that, you sail into Fort Deadlight not knowing your innies from your outies. You might very well find the locals cannon fucking your boat to sodden splinters.
I hate when I can't figure out my innies from my outies. Why loan me your best ship hunter?
What venture does not require an investment to be prosperous? The Seraphin is an allowance, which I expect you will return, in one payment or another.
Welcome aboard, Seraphin.
Oh, you won't be regretting this, Watcher. At least so long as you keep us heavy in grog and light on the onions. Ugh, them dirty shit apples ain't never agreed with me, and I'll be suspecting they never will.
Don't know what you're missing. He passes his belly as he strides to your side.
He's not sleeping near my berth, I promise you that much.
I sail now for Dunwich, my own safe port. I will await you there, should you be successful in schooling our wayward captain.
Choose a single class. Well, you're definitely not going to be a barbarian because I already have one of those. Like a straight up barbarian. We'll go with a cipher, I think. Though I am tempted to try witch. Try cipher. If you're anything like Grieving Mother was, you're gonna kick a whole lot of ass. Alright, save it. Should be very amused. What am I looking for here, Tenwin? Dear wooden captain, are you here to stay?
Race you to the coral. No contest. What? Just because you have webbed fingers and I can't swim? You are a strange man.
Wait. Okay, there's nothing up here. Wonder when they said something about sailors being here, there might be something here. Don't forget to hire crew for your ship at the bar. Okay. Now this character on my ship that's injured. Like, is there anything I have to do about that? Best way to do it. Like, do I need to buy her like bandages or something? Where is the bar anyway? Kraken's Eye. Go back to your boat and use the supplies button to hire a crew and stock on supplies. Explain a bit.
Servants,
Okay.
adherents, that are wooden. What next?
A giant right out of the living lands?
Don't joke. Who knows what that thing was?
Well, let's check out the ship then. Alright, leave town by sea. Let's see, supplies. The supply button. Oh, like... Oh, this, okay. Thought you meant on the ship. Crew members. Oh, you got like portraits and stuff. So I can retrain here too, and I can also manage my party, okay. Cost 0. Job traits, novice net. So all these fellas are free. That's helpful. Morale. Morale measures the crew's overall attitude and sense of common purpose. The mental and emotional health of the crew is vital to success in combat. Okay. Supply food. Minus 10% cook. Minus 4 per day. Drink. Medicine. Ammunition. Repair, and that's my money, okay. Crew member to cost 300 in a bar is slightly better. Is there like a limit to how many crew members I can have, or is it just... Or she should be here. It doesn't look like there's anybody here that costs 300. I don't have all the free DLC. Just hire all of them. Well, if that's the case, like I said, I'm going to get the free DLC probably the next couple days or so. I'll get a chance to download it. Probably tonight. Elf Deer Fearless. Alright, now... Refill ship supplies. Best crew members are the ones with a single skill, like you see those with only Novice Cannoneer, for example, because each character can have a maximum of 4 stars. Can I see my crew? Okay. Choose quantity for each type of supply. So should I refill everything here? So if they have 1 star and 2 skills, then they can only reach 3 stars in any skill. But if they have 1 star and 1 skill, they can reach 4 stars in that skill. Oh, okay, I got you. So they can have 4 stars spread out over all their skills. Got it. Refill everything. I gotcha. That makes sense. Oh, wait, did I not trade? Here we go. Also buy some rice and ale. $50. All right, done. It's a lot to take in here. Go back to your ship screen. Maybe click at the ship at the bottom. Oh, okay, this is different. Several jobs on a ship that the crew needs to fill while sailing. Every ship needs deckhands, cannoneers, and helmsmen, and all ships benefit from having a cook, surgeon, and navigator on board. Larger ships even require a boatswain to keep the deckhands in order. Place a new sailor on a ship, you must be in a port. Click an available sailor from a known sailors section and move them into an open role on the ship. Okay. Crew consumes both food and drink while venturing. Types of food and drink you feed them will adjust their morale. More expensive provisions make them happier. Cheap food and drink will lower their morale over time. Even so, a few things will impact your crew's morale as badly as letting them starve. Yeah, that makes sense. Starving crew with low morale may mutiny. If neglected for long enough, some may even die. Several jobs on a ship. The captain determines how likely a ship is to gain advantage. First move and other bonuses in ship-to-ship combat. Deckhands are required to perform any maneuvers in ship-to-ship combat. If a ship does not have enough deckhands, it will move more slowly on the world map. Boatswain counts the deckhand as more important for her ability to accelerate the completion of special events. Helmsman is required for turning and jibe actions on ship-to-ship. More experienced helmsmen make ship harder to hit. Cannons cannot fire without a cannoneer. Surgeon increases the healing rate for injured crew members, so they heal by themselves then. Okay. 2 jobs have no combat roles, may be called upon to resolve ship events. Navigator increases speed and the cook reduces food consumption while traveling. Clear, they eat food from left to right, so you want hardtack and water on the furthest to the right. Okay, farthest on the right. Ninja crew can only heal if they are in reserve. The small 3 square box in the bottom right. This resting crew, okay. So these are the people I just picked up. There's one that's hurt, so she's in reserve. She's injured for 5 days. Okay, that makes sense. So I'm guessing I should put this ale and the rice in here. And now all that stuff's to the right. Alright, so how the heck do I see your, Oh, here we go. Navigator deckhand. Those have arrows next to it. Port cannon. Move your cook, the red marked one, to that small 3 square block. So over here. And then these are the people who just... This is just reserve, and then over here, these are the people that are just hanging out doing stuff that's not actually on this little ship map thing, I guess. She won't heal unless she rests, okay. So... So I need a reserve for my cook. Guess it doesn't matter which one I use then. Because they both just say cook with no arrow next to it. Hope you can cook something good, dude. And then this person... A deckhand. So where the heck do I put a deckhand at? Or is there no more spaces for her? This shield sister. Seasoned. Okay, so seasoned, I don't want to take the seasoned one out. They're probably better than a novice. Sailor experience 10, sailor experience 10. Okay, so I guess they could just sit. So is that all I need to do with this, any you could think of? Really good tip. If you follow the bottom of the map towards the east, you will, just a bit to the east of the bottom middle of the map, find an island with a very interesting piece of loot on it. No enemies, just really interesting loot location. Alright, let's sleep by sea. Okay, there we go. Alright, save it. Bottom of the map towards the east. Just a bit to the east of the middle bottom of the map. Alright. It's between Harbinger's Watch and the bottom middle of the map. Okay, so we got a ways to go yet. Sail by holding down your mouse. The boat will constantly follow your mouse. Okay. This? Is this a 10-1? Oh, it's just medical supplies. Island above. Let's see. We can dock here, it looks like. Man, the game really, like, opens up at this point, doesn't it? Take the fresh fruit. Waves batter a splintered hull that doggedly refuses to sink. Whoever abandoned this may have left something behind. A junk bobs just offshore. Its hull is scored with deep gashes above the waterline, and parts of the stern are burned to cinders. There may be something worth salvaging in the hold. Take some time to explore the wreckage. 2 hours pass. I find an unusual object tucked away in a far corner of the hold. After spending a few minutes digging it free from the wreckage, you discover it's actually a poleaxe of especially fine make that glitters with a strange internal light. Lord Darren's Volge. Okay. Continue poking around the wreck. Creative adventuring supplies. Got a pry bar. Strange pendant glowing with a soft internal light. Pick up the pendant, notice it's curiously warm to the touch as if someone had just been wearing it. Dragon pendant. Alright, let's see what we got here. What's this poleaxe, first of all? Lord Darren's Volge. Oh, so it's a soulbound. Can be bound to barbarians. Nice. Plus 30% damage. Oh, this is going to be nice. 10% chance on hit with the weapon to activate lightning strikes. Yep. Yep, you're getting that liquid. And to level it up, I need 250 shock damage. Okay. Nice. Here, have a cape too. Make you look more regal. What's this other thing? I got a pendant. Dragon pendant. Breath of Flames. Grants Breath of Flames. Call the Clutch. +1 burn armor rating. +1 slash armor rating. Salmon is crafted from tooth with juvenile dragon. Let's call the Clutch. Call worms and a drake to your aid, summoning them in a battle. Spews a cone of flames. Dealing burn damage. That sounds like Fan of Flames. Dragon Barbarian is really, or Dragon Pendant's really good. Whoops. Give that to him. Here, new guy, you can have that. Alright, I'm gonna save it while I'm here. Management, okay. Just wanted to see what all that was. Like I said, there's a lot to take in here. What's this? Hardtack. It's crazy how much everything's opened up right now. Alright. I've got like 20 minutes. This is what I'm going to do. I should probably talk with Seraphim on a boat. Okay, we'll do that real quick. Wait, I gotta go into the... Okay, this button. Man, there's a lot to get used to. If I fumble around for a while, bear with me. Alright. You're up here.
Ahoy, Captain. Truth be told, Ferrante half expects us to get our asses blown out of the water at Fort Deadlight. Fortunately for you, I have this bad habit of beating the odds. Of course, I do that by way of good old traditional chicanery. And the most important part of any hornswoggle? Solid planning. Well, that and surviving.
What can you tell me about Fort Deadlight?
Vaylin made originally. Piled them stones up a few centuries back, but gave it up when the fishmen wouldn't leave them be. Hard to defend against wilder crawling up out of your crappers. Captain Aldiz claimed it a few years back. Fucking filthy from bow to stern, and she had her lads and lasses cleaning fish shit out of the floorboards for months. A couple of them thought he might be better sailing elsewhere and left in the night. Aldiz tracked them down quick as you like, took their heads, and fixed them into little lanterns for the front gate. Called them Fort Deadlights.
Damn.
They say she ain't had a deserter since. Tad cruel for my taste. But I admit to admiring the wordplay.
Do you know anything about the fort's defenses?
Funny thing about it being a fort means it ain't a boat. Means it don't have to worry about the way the cannons are storing honking big balls. Guns they got crowning that castle put a hole in your poop deck before you've sighted land.
I hate when that happens. He sighs and scuffs his boot against the floor.
Fort itself be floored of sealing rum-sodden fools, so that be going for us. But Aldi's keeps the crew on the walls sharp and sober. One blast of their horns and Deadlights locked up tight as an endearing mugger-night. We'll stay that way too, till any unfamiliar ships have been shot to shit and shot again.
What do you know of Aldi's?
Yeah, she's sharp as shit, that one. Tongue, mind, and ears alike. Sailed out of Deerwood or Adir one. Knows her knots, and how to crew a ship that won't turn sour. The words ring out among the Principe. More than you'd think for new blood. Part of that's her fierce support of freedom. From slavers, from the empires, from the Huana's caste system even. The rest a lenient hand. Step out of line and Ferrante's got your old crew up for lashes. Aldiz, though, she's, let's say there's a reason she attracts limp-cocked nut twists like Benwith. Can't say I much approve of a lack of regard for our traditions, but, can't say I don't share her vexations with Ferrante and the old garden either.
He runs a furred paw over his braided beard. Shouldn't the Principe do something about Aldiz?
The Principe's no fleet. More a mishmash of fiercely independent captains. A lot of them take to one another like sharks to krakens. But we be bound by the slippery slip knots of tradition. Even those bucking tradition cooperate for protection against our enemies. Many of the old guard have died off, though. And the new blood flooding in be, less the civil sort.
You mentioned you have contacts at the fort. Can we rely on your help?
I did say contacts, didn't I?
Seraphim rubs the back of his head as he takes a sudden studious interest in his boots.
Contact would be more accurate, in the singular. A lass by the name of Siri. Been running the same circles for years, doldrums and fair winds. We're never family, but never on the wrong ends of arms, neither. Might have shaken the sheets a few months back.
Ha. Huh.
Regardless of how she feels about me, there's no love lost betwixt her and Benwith, that's for damn certain.
Your contact is some random lover of yours.
Ugh, random? What do you take me for, Captain?
The scourge of hearts throughout the Deadfire.
Well, I can't say as you're entirely wrong.
He grins, all teeth. Let's go over the plan to get into Fort Deadlight.
Deadlight's a tough coconut to crack. But if not cracking, what are nuts for?
I think this calls for a clever approach.
Smart play for crashing any party involves scavenging yourself up an invite, and then dressing to impress.
He puffs out his chest, thumbs tucked into the fine fabric of his shirt. So look the part.
Aye, Captain, from stem to stern. Looking the part in this case means hoisting colours identifying us as Principe.
His left ear twitches.
Don't have to tell you how dangerous such a bit of fabric can be if the wrong person catches you flying it.
How hard could it be to purchase a flag?
Well, Principe captains don't just give up their flags for a few coins.
He scratches his rump, head cocked to one side.
Nekataka's black market. If there be a Principe flag for sale, it'll be there. Mark it up and relocates every so often to avoid the Royal Guard. We'll just have to find wherever it currently be anchored.
Then we'll attack a Principe ship and capture their flag?
Swapping cannonballs with my fellow Principe ain't my favorite idea you've ever had. But do what you have to do, Captain. Might be tricky to not damage the flag in battle, but sink the ship on accident.
Way easier to just attack a Principe ship. If I say let's get on with this isn't going to start a mission right now, is it? Okay.
Aye, Captain. Looking forward to watching you work.
Take as long as you want. All right. You have anything else to say here?
Business, Cap, but if we don't set sail for Deadlight, Benworth will finish his repairs and pull anchor.
Can you tell me about Fort?
Made originally. Piled them stones up the fuse. Captain Aldee's claimed it a few years. Couple of them. They say she ain't had a deserter since. Tad cruel for my.
All right, let's speak of this later. All right. So this is what I'm going to do, because I have like maybe 15 minutes left. I'm going to try to remember how the heck to get back to the overworld. Oh, here we go. I'll remember that eventually, I swear. We're going to sail back to that original island, because I want to check the stuff to the south that I didn't look at before I get too much further into this. Heavy clouds darken the horizon. The clouds darken in the distance, piling one atop the next as if in battle for superiority. A vision-searing thread of lightning forks between sea and sky, followed almost immediately by a rib-rattling crash of thunder. Little Liuika eyes the storm as spits. I wish this ship had a boatswain. There's no one better to have with you in a storm. Careful so you don't sail into the storm. Crew looks to you. Your orders? Turn the hell around? Let's ask a companion's aid. Let's see if I can, like, luck my way into doing something here. Zodi, could you pray for us? Because we're probably screwed. You want me to pray to an aspect of death? Zodi's lips quirk in amusement. Suppose I can plead for safe passage of our souls through hell, should we all perish shortly. After a nod, she bows her head. Morale gain 10. Glory be to the many aspects of Aethys, greatest of all, who is gone. I raise my voice to you in humility, thankfulness, and everlasting worship. Hear me, my God, and take pity on my dire plea. As we now sail through the dark storms of death, we will not fear the reaping to come, for your lantern will guide our way. We will not stumble or stray from the path you have laid us through hell. We will embrace the end of our lives and shuck the rotting husk of our fallen bodies. I'm not sure that's what I was going for. After whence we will be planted for rebirth by your hand, forever and always as the wheel turns. Amen. Crew look to you for guidance. Battle, take this line and lash yourself to the wheel. I don't want you going overboard. This is going to be funny. With a grimace, Beodle accepts the rope and begins looping it through the spokes of the wheel in his own bell. I don't know what the heck that would do, but... Everyone into the rigging. We need to reef the sails. Crew ascend into the rigging, pulling lines and tying off the sails, diminishing the amount of fabric facing the wind before returning to the deck. And hand out the last of cooked food. If I totally screw this up, I saved it. I can just reload it. I just want to see what happens. Ikuk salutes. Understood, Captain. The crew will be glad to have a warm meal before we dive into this mess. It's enough for now. Repairs we're gonna get. Take us in. Clouds sweep over you, dominating the sky and hemming the sea beneath a rolling gray dome. The rain drums against the deck. Sweat beads on Beodul's brow as the storm looms ever closer. We can't outrun this one, Captain. Ship rocks interminably and unpredictably, and soon the crew clutched their heads or guts, bent double over buckets squeezed tight between their knees. The befouled grog scent of their sick thickens the air. You're sailors, shouldn't you be used to this? Psychically reduce their nausea. Can you do that? Choose a party member. Seraphim. Eyes closed, Seraphim concentrates on the crew. Soon mariners take their feet again, the sickness no longer weighing on them. Alright, I did a good thing. Storm rages on, showing no signs of subsiding. 1 day has passed. The ship rocks interminably and unpredictably, and soon the crew is puking again. Okay. Open the gun ports. The crew will feel better if they can see the horizon. Crew opens gun ports, moving to them both for a view of the sea and to be rid of the contents of their buckets. Morale lost 4. Storm rages on, showing no signs of subsiding. And it's a big storm. The sea roils and ship rocks as waves broadside the Defiant. The wind drives rain across the decks. I always wanted to say this. Get everyone below decks and batten the hatches, relying a hole. Crew scurry below the deck as they make the hunker down below decks. The hull of the Defiant takes 17 damage. Storm rages on, showing no signs of subsiding. I'm starting to hate this storm. The wind calms, but the rain pours from the sky as if the Defiant had come to rest beneath a waterfall. Rain, water sloshes across the deck and under the rails. All hands to their posts. We're holding course. Hats and cloaks turned against the rain. The crew guided the Defiant through the unending downpour. Success. I did something right. Continue. Storm rages on, showing no signs of subsiding. How typically, long are these storms? Now we're back to everybody throwing up. Okay. Reduce the nausea again. Depends on your luck. Oh, I'm screwed. The cry rises like a pronouncement of doom from below decks. Fire. Oh, God. You dive into the hold to see flames licking the beams and making towards the stores and the powder reserves. This ship's gonna blow up, isn't it? Aloth, you have, freeze magic or something. Use chill fog. Pump the villages, excuse me, and use the water to get those flames under control. Fail. Jesus. After hours of fighting, the crew finally extinguishes the fire. Aura of the Mads burns, however, too extensive, and the Mariner expires later that evening. Yeah, I'm not going to lose anybody. I'll reload this. Hull of the Defiant takes 19 damage, morale lost 6. As if exhausted, the clouds finally calm, coming to rest like a thick blanket across the sky. The waves too end their trembling complaint, and the Defiant finally sails easy. The crew lean against the rails and rigging, their faces haggard but relieved. The storm, it seems, has passed. So that could have been worse. Could have been better, but that could have been worse. I think I probably reloaded the autosave. That probably isn't what I wanted. It's probably auto-saved after the storm. I talked to you already, right?
Your business, Cap, but if we
Yeah, we're good.
Sure.
Alright. I'm gonna try one last time to get to shore, and then I'm gonna stop. Wait, where the hell is this storm at, even? I'm just gonna keep it and continue until something happens here. Where is the damn storm at? Giant dark cloud, hold up. So, okay, it's like right on top of me. No wonder I didn't see it. It was like right there on top of me. Alright, so I learned about storms. There's another one. Get away from that. Yeah, definitely don't want to mess with those anymore. But that was a good time. It's fishing pools. Where am I at? We're close. Here we are. I wonder if you can just like completely lose your ship to one of those things. Oh crap, get in there before this guy like does something to me, whoever that was. Leave town on foot. Well, we're gonna have to try to avoid that then. Save. Accept.